Alrighty, hello and welcome everyone. Hope you're all having a fantastic day wherever you are in the world. And here we are going to be in the semi-finals here of the Ent ladder, which is going to be the Gold to Masters. It's going to be the top end there with the some of the best players that the ladder have to offer. And of course we're going to be having the big Hadries going up against WARHAMMER. So the man from ODM, certainly no joke as well. Both these players are very, very good indeed. Actually, WARHAMMER, he might not remember actually, but he was my first ever opponent. Followed by WARHAMMER, I believe it was. I have to remember now. I think he was my first ever truly competitive opponent in the WWC, and yeah, it's fair to say he wiped the floor with me. He brought Bretonia to my greenskins, and the Fey Enchantress. Well, you know, she did the business. She did the business, and from there then I learnt that you know, the Lady of the Lake has to fall here. But anyway, how is everyone doing today? I hope we're all having a fantastic day. We are going to be kicking off here. We are going to be starting with Karak Azgul. That'll be the first map on today. Irrelevant question, but anyone saw what happened at Manchester United? I actually did. Oh, I saw about the football player, right? Yeah, I saw about the football player with the allegations. Yeah, I saw about that. Yeah, pretty unfortunate that one. Yeah. Yeah, pretty unfortunate. I mean, let's hope it's not true, right? Let's hope it's not true. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, if it is what it is, then it is what it is. You can't change it. So, it looks like here we are going to be having, ooh, the Elven matchup. You know, it's going to be very happy for me to see all these Elgi die and fall over here. Looks like we do Chaos and Wood Elves. Pretty interesting one there, for sure. I think Bretonia maybe could do nothing. Bretonia do suffer the Chaos, so yeah, maybe quite nice from Hadries there. Dark Elf seems to be the pick, and yeah, looks like it's gonna have to be Wood Elves. Yeah, looks like it's gonna be the case. All right, so let's kick it off here. And guys, for those that are here today, if you are brand new, do feel free to leave a cheeky like button, or anybody that hasn't already. It really does help here on the live stream. And the most important reason why is the more of those interactions, as likes and dislikes do count as interactions, the wider YouTube will spread out this live stream. Therefore, more people will see it. And then hopefully we get more people here into the multiplayer community. Also, if you haven't already, do feel free to subscribe here to the content. It really does make a massive difference. And if you really want to as well, if you really want to support me here, you can join the channel now. So there is a new element with becoming a partner here with YouTube. You can actually join me here and you know, become one of the Dwarven Hold here with Logic, and yeah, it gives you some nice perks for sure. Gives you some nice perks. All I got to say is damn. Yeah, well, indeed, Mr. CJD, indeed. It's, you know, it's an awful thing if it be true. It's an awful thing if it be true, but we won't talk too much about it here. So, starting here with the Dark Elves, and this should here be Mr. WARHAMMER. WARHAMMER is going to be going with Cold One Knights. Yeah, pretty good, pretty stable, anti-large armor piercing, pretty good overall. These bad boys can certainly take on most knights in the game. Backed up by Dark Riders, very cost efficient indeed here. Going to be shielded, so coming with the extra melee defense and those nice negation of missiles. Here with the Triple Shades, a great armor piercing, 130 range, and Stalk, yeah, pretty good overall. And yeah, pretty trademark here for the Druchi. Going to be the Dreaders of Spears and the Bleakers of Swords in the front here, you know, kind of mixing and matching and doing all the good stuff. So the Supreme Sorceress of Death on the floor. What's she going to be having? She's going to have Spirit Leech, Aspect of the Dread Knight with Life Leeching, as well as the Opal Amulet and the Arcane Conduit. Only 10 armor for her. She's going to be on a pretty small target. The sisters could maybe delete, but I really like the Aspect of the Dread Knight pick, just in case we do see the Regiment of Renown here for the Great Stag Knights. So, Triple Way Watchers in the front, pretty standard here coming in from the Wood Elgi. But the War Dancers in the front, backed up here by Glade Riders. It looks like it's going to be the triple there. Make that the Quadruple Riders with Spears, backed up here by another Double Way Stalker. The bad boys here with the Arrows of Kurnos, I'm sure, and also Hawkish Precision going to be coming downtown. Here, of course, with the Snipe, as well as Firewatch Moving and Stalk. These boys also give Encourage, have missile resistance themselves. Pretty good melee stats as well, 55 and 45. Weapon strength is okay. Armor piercing not so great, but still, nonetheless, they can duel to some level. Dryads in the front here, one double chevron actually coming in from Hadries. But yeah, Dryads, you know, very cost efficient indeed. Good infantry. The Lord Choice, I think maybe Dryker with this force. More Dryads there. It's like 4 Dryads in total. It must be Dryker. It must be Dryker for sure. Yes, there we go. Dryker in the front, Drycha with Rouse Wrath, the Penumbral Pendulum, and the Melkos Mystify Miasma. Here with the Fanatical Resolve as well. So, kind of going with the character snipe with the double Waystalkers, but we'll have to see. Arrows of Kernel's probably going to dawn on the doorstep here of the Cold One Knights. Going to be seeing some great work there. You've got trees that can certainly do some good negation of incoming missiles. Yeah, pretty even force here. I'd actually have to say it all comes down to mobility. The pressure's been put on the side here of the Wood Elgi, for sure. I think the Dark Elves are certainly going to be in ascendancy here at the beginning. They've certainly got the infantry core here to do the work, and they put some good pressure on these Way Watchers. It could be a pretty fun day for them. It could be a pretty fun day. Spring Sorcerers here as well. Spirit Leech, can certainly ruin the day here with the Glade Riders, and you can certainly do some good work indeed. So arrows coming straight out. What are we aiming for? Looks like here we are going to come. We get, what's that, 1, 2, 3 units? 3 units indeed. 3 out of 36 do fall there, so nice work out of the gates. Of course, no healing here for the Dark Elves, so just killing models is just killing models. All damage is permanent, so yeah, it's pretty good, pretty good. What else here? Of course, no healing, so also any damage is permanent, so we'll have to see what happens there. But, oh, look at those Way Watcher shots in the front. Just so many of the Druchii dying here in the front. You can see 3 models do fall. A lot of HP damage, though, certainly to take into consideration. Mr. Icebire, how are we? What happened? Oh, this is Wood Elves. Rip. Yeah, it's going to be Wood Elves against the Dark Elves. Here, Calaharman on the Dark Elves, and Wood Elves here for Hadris. So coming forward here is going to be Dark Riders moving on the left-hand flank here with the double Cold Ones. We saw 3 die here. We haven't seen any more Arrows of Kurnos, actually. We only saw 1 come through here. And it's going to be pretty interesting here. Shades could do some nice work. They've got to be careful here. Weight Watchers getting a little bit close here. Getting a little bit close. A little bit close for my liking. Of course, you're not going to be seeing the range here. You should be able to know there's at least 3,000 gold there on the map missing somewhere. And the Shades are going to punish the Weight Watchers. You've got to be super careful. But look at the damage in return. Oh, Weight Watchers are so disgusting to play against. These things thump 27. Make that actually 30 armor piercing sometimes. I think maybe depending on the buffs coming in from... You would think here from the Waystalkers. I don't know where these buffs are coming in from. I don't know where these buffs are coming from. Maybe Drycha? Maybe Drycha's coming in with some buffs. So shots in the front here, we are going to see that the Dark Riders do charge in headlong up against the Way Watchers, and Dryads are going to meet them and give them the good old branch from behind. And here we are going to be shooting to the front, and these Shades could be an absolute problem for sure. Shades do have 130 range, 180 there from the... Oh, actually 190 from the Way Watchers is certainly also going to be a bit of a problem here for the Shades. But Shades going to be shooting pretty nicely here. AP not necessary, but the damage certainly is. You can see here 40 models, 38 on the left. Down here on the floor, we are going to see Dark Riders challenging with the Cold Ones up against the Dryads. Dryads actually do quite nicely here, holding out 2 units. But you see, immediately done here by Cal Harmon. Going to get around the corner and do all the good stuff. Yeah, that's really nice, good mobility control. And we get the back here and now start shutting down some of these Way Watchers. The Penumbral Pendulum going through the lines here of the double Shades. Very nice work indeed. In the back, you can see a 2-for-1 value here. Nice work there from the Wood Elgi. We can see that the Dark Riders caught up here with the Bleak Swords. In the middle, Dryads going to be fending off Bleak Swords. It should be won by the Dryads there, I would have thought. But now we are going to be having the Murderous Mastery. Murderous Mastery and the Murderous Prowess, it should be. Yeah, now it's going to be activated here for a good 90 seconds to 2 minutes, depending on what bonuses you have. That's going to be plus 25% attack as well. So the Dark Riders going to really thump here up against the Glade Riders. Going to do some really nice work indeed. Going to be coming with plus 15 leadership as well, which is absolutely huge. You can see here these Weight Watchers, yeah, they're not super healthy, so they're going to be certainly next in line for a good bit of, good bit of butchery. Good bit of butchery indeed. In the middle here, we do see one of the tanky Cold One Knights dropping here, but the same could be said for the Glade Riders. Shade shooting over the top, doing some good stuff here up against the mobility. In the middle, Shade's getting chased here by the Malevolent Dryad, summoned here by Drycha. And unfortunately, these definitely do need to keep moving, need to keep on top of that there if we are Cal Harmon. So the back Glade Riders, they're going to be getting pushed off, and the same here, just like Dark Riders, are going to be helping the removal here of the Glade Rider Spears. Kind of get your infantry back in the middle here and start getting a little bit more pressure into that pocket. Maybe getting on top of the Wave Watchers could be quite nice. That is exactly what's going to be happening here. Nice work indeed. In the back here, double of the Waystalkers still going pretty strong. Shades are going to fall here to the Malevolent Dryad summons. We should maybe see a return, but it could be interesting. Bleak Swords to Shatter. Where's going to be the lady herself? The lady's going to be the the Supreme Sorcerer. Still going pretty strong, 2.4k health for her. But in the middle here, we do have the Dark Riders moving in here with the anti-large Cold One Knights. And it's looking pretty rough here for the Azrai. Yeah, the Azrai are going to be falling in droves here, unfortunately. The Dark Elves, or the Druchii, should I say, have surrounded in many numbers. And you can see, look at this resurgence coming in from the back here. The pressure could be, it's looking pretty daunting here if you are an Azrai fan for sure. So in the back, Weight Watchers, 20 more models. Yeah, they could return, but, you know, the Glade Riders have got to hold off. I don't see them winning here. It looks like the Dark Riders are going to be winning, certainly in combat. We've got 27 on 26. Yeah, it's pretty even conquest here. It's quite interesting, actually. But, of course, the speed advantage means that the Azrai don't have to take that. For the Druchii, a little bit more damage here coming out of the Supreme Sorceress. She's getting 360 no-scoped here by the partner. The Bill and Bob here going to be going pretty hard on top of her. She's going to be away from that. That's going to bring balance of power back to even. That's going to be an overcast. And also here looks like the Opal Amulet coming in with damage resistance. But that could be in a daze there for the caster. And that could be negative to leadership. We do see a shatter and a removal. So got to be careful there for the later stages. This is an extremely good battle here between these two. In the middle, Shades are going to be shooting in here up against the War Dancers and the Dryads. Bleak Swords are going to be holding true. These bad boys, not the most tanky, but they certainly can fight pretty hard indeed. In the middle, Dryads here, going to be 27 models left. In the back here, Weight Watchers getting shut down by the Dark Riders. And it looks like here these Weight Watchers could be seeing the end. What have we got here? 3 leadership that could be returned. Just got to wait on that dice roll. Over here on the right, there's not too much left actually coming from the Dark Elves. There's not too much left. Could they deal with these Waystalkers potentially? They are going to be 360 no-scope in a close range here. We do actually see an Arrows of Kurnos coming out. Is that going to be the finish? That is going to be a 360 finish there on the face of the caster. And that is going to be negative 16 leadership here. Faction Y coming in for the Druchii. It's looking pretty painful. Pretty painful indeed. These aren't going to be wavering though. Balance of power is going to be putting here into Calhammer's favour here with the Druchii. Dryads going to move in. These ones are pretty tanky. Pretty tanky. This will be going to get charged with the Cold War Knights are going to meet the Dryads in combat. It could be said here the Cold War Knights as well. Going to do some nice work up against these Dryads. And it looks like the Waystalker is actually going to get a bit of a 2-for-1 value here, actually. These are going to be fighting up against the Waystalker. And these are also going to block up against the Dryads. I wish mine did this. It's very clearly a Calhammer trait. That's actually going to be in a shatter. What? Oh, that must have been a third break. That must have been a third break and a shatter. That's really unfortunate. They're about to donk right onto the Waystalker there. In the middle, it's going to be Druchii here fighting up against the Bleak Swords. Arrows here, armor-piercing varieties coming in here from the Shades. These bad boys can certainly do some work. Wouldn't actually mind seeing these peel off a little bit, give some room for some shots, but in come the Dryads. Looks like here it is also going to be a Melkos Mystify Miasma. Slow damage as well as they fight up against the Dryads. Dryads can try to do as much damage as they possibly can. That looks to be army losses. That's going to be GG's, and well played here to Calhammer and the Druchii. Yeah, GG's indeed. Very good stuff indeed. Very, very good stuff. So here, 1,020 in for Dreicher, with also, let's have a look here, 965 and 680 there for the Waystalkers. 220, 400, with 500 and 433 there for the Dryads, with 870. 650 there for the War Dancers, with 500, 780 and 800 for the Weight Watchers. Bit of a shame there. These boys all going to be coming under par. 200, 466, 270 for the Glade Riders with 320. In the middle, 570 there for the Supreme Sorceress of Death with the 440, 250, 0, 316 and 800 for the Bleak Swords. The Dread Spears coming in at 320, 280 and 340 there. Shades here for 820, 1080 with 514 as well. So these bad boys doing relatively well indeed. We are going to see 518, 700, 500 and 360 there for the Dark Riders with 880, 840 and 1560 there from the Cold Ones. Yeah, very, very strong indeed. Very, very strong. Is this the same as last? What do you mean, Cal? Don't know what you mean, Cal Harmon. Not as far as I can see. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I think you should be fine, Cal. I think you should be fine. Yeah, excellent game there between these two. Yeah, really nice one indeed. Yeah, that was a really, really nice game. Let's have a little look here, shall we? I have to put that in the archives. Lovely stuff. Alrighty, yep, so there should be the 3 maps up there. Yeah, so we've got Karak Asgal, Pillar of Bone, and Galbaraz as the maps. Just take Sisters and win. No, I think a lot of people, yeah, a lot of people take Sisters. I was a bit surprised as well, Icebear. Yeah, I was thinking Sisters is kind of a, a bit of a business move, kind of click, buy, and win. But yeah, perhaps not. If Logic clicks often, then it will update. Ah. Beastmen, Wood Elves then. Okay, yeah, pretty strong, pretty strong. I think Beastmen's also quite nice with the Wood Elves because, well, to be fair, we could be saying the same. We could be saying Dark Elves again. Dark Elves is not a terrible pick here. You could also see Lizardmen here. No problem. No problem. Problem with that is that the multiplayer community isn't really big enough to split across different modes. I see what you guys were saying here. Let's pop in. I like it, to be honest. I'm glad that the rule sets are going to be out the window. Only 2 critiques, too much terrain, 2 not enough gold, starting army, too much in reinforcements. Yeah, that can be manipulated. For those that don't know, you can actually change. I think you normally start with 40%, and I think you get 60% as your reserves. I think it's something around that. But that can be manipulated to 100% to 0% on both sides. So you can change that. And the maps you see currently are just built around the current factions that are in the game. There are going to be more maps when the rest of Warhammer 1 and Warhammer 2 do come into the game. So, there'll be some flatter ones, wider ones, some with less terrain, some with more terrain. And then, we'll pick the ones we want to do from there, I'm sure. But I think it's going to be fun. I think there's certainly going to be, I think it's a nice step forward for the community. And it's something that I like to positively look towards there is that, for me at least, that means we now have pitch battles and we have domination modes. So that's 2 modes already. You add a 3rd mode in there, and you've got a really interesting best of 3 that really adds some true diversity to the game that makes this more than just, it's Beastmen against Chaos on a flat open map, and let's see how they do. I think it adds some nice diversity for sure. Rusty, how are you? The man, the myth that didn't make it. I find Lizardmen struggle into Beastmen and Wood Elves, to be honest. I really like Lizardmen into Wood Elves. I actually kind of like Lizardmen to Beastmen as well. There are ways to play it. There are ways that I am happy to play it, I think. I think there's kind of one unit that works really well on both sides. But I can see your concern. I can see your concern, good sir. I can see your concern. I think they've done the best they can, though I've given my personal adjustments I'd make. Yeah, that's fair enough. No, I appreciate your kind opinion, Icepower. Yeah, I think the guys have worked extremely hard behind closed doors, and the game's exceptional. The game is exceptional. The game is exceptional. It's really fun to play, really fun to watch, at least from my perspective, and it's really fun to cast. Overall, that's nice. I'm glad you're hyped. I know there's a lot that aren't, and I do feel for those that are not. Of course, those that don't like that kind of game mode, there is always still Warhammer 2, and there's always still private pitch battles you can do in Warhammer 2. The private pitch battles are not gone, but I think in the way of solving quick battles from a ranked perspective, I think it certainly fixes a lot of problems, where we saw corner camping, We saw general overall top cheese play that generally put off a lot of new players. I think you're going to have a lot more restriction from attacking elements with the domination mode. So I think there's going to be a lot of solutions there for new players that just want to try multiplayer on the quick battle system. For us, though, in the hardcore scene of multiplayer, as you will, we can certainly decide how we want to take things going forward. You know, this thing might last 3 months. It might last 3 years. We don't know, really. We'll also see what happens when Mortal Empires comes, and I'm sure there'll be new things, new changes, new ideas. There'll be all sorts of things, I'm sure. And, you know, the game mode will change. You know, the game mode might even change come the 17th. We don't know. We'll have to see and find out what happens, for sure. Yeah, can't wait for it. Taking a week off work. Oh, nice, dude, nice. Why do you think rank system for land battles would not work? I didn't say that. I didn't say that. It currently does work. I'm just saying I think the new domination system is better for currently for new players and new player retraction. Or retention, sorry, is what I should say. Is what my opinion is. Yeah, but I'm on the side of both. Like, I don't mind. I don't mind my pitch battles. I think they're quite fun. I think rules does strangle a lot of what can be achieved in these games, but you know, there's still a lot of fun to be had. Still a lot of fun to be had. So on the front here, we are going to have Chaos Warhounds mixing in with the Centigores here. More Centigores, and Centigores. Centigores very powerful indeed. So Chaos Warhounds here with 2 of the throwing axe Centigores, backed up here by the double Tuskor Chariots. 4 of the Centigores here, just the regulars, just extremely good here in the current meta. Ungors as well in the middle here with Ungor Spearman. Here with the Brave Shaman with the Traitor Kin. Is he going to be on... He's going to be on a Chariot. So I'm of the opinion that I actually think on the Chariot it is certainly worth taking. Jagged Dagger, I think it's worth taking. And the Doom Ball here with the Barbed Knuckle Boxing, the Deadly Onslaught, the Hellfire Sword with the Potion of Full Hardiness. 31 seconds of Unbreakable and 40% charge bonus is no joke. And here also with Slaughter's Call. I kind of prefer this over the Hellfire Sword, but if you're going in for a Doom Blob, you know, that's not a bad thing. Dazed as well, negative 10 mana defense, negative speed. Yeah, no joke, no joke. Gorehead's in the front. Yeah, Gorehead's pretty strong. You can see these, if you want to get a nice distinction, you can see kind of the loose formation here with the tight formation of the Ungors. You can just see the difference between the two. In the front here, we are going to have Vanguarded Marauder Horsemen. It's going to be 4 of those. And so we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 Marauder Horsemen and a Horse Master there on the flank. Yeah, so most people going actually for 5 at the moment, which is quite interesting. Chaos Marauders here in the middle with the Chaos Warrior Halberds. In the back here, we are going to have some more Chaos Marauders. Double Exalted Heroes, I think they're very strong here with the Mark of Khorne. I think they're optimal just on horseback with the Mark of Khorne. I think they're very strong. I think they were chosen here with Fireball, Kindle Flame, as well as the Cascading Firecloak, Burning Head, Foe Seeker, which I think is also quite nice, Slayer of Kings, and Stand or Die. Yeah, pretty good. I'm going to see double Manticores. We do see double Manticores. Yep, I think this is the optimal build here for Chaos. I think maybe 6 Skirmish Cav probably is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 Skirmish Cav normally can do the business, but this is going to be a rush and a half here coming in from Cal Harmon. Thanks for the info overall. No problem. If you've got any questions, do feel free to ask. I'll try and answer as many that I'm allowed to ask. With having all the details, having all the knowledge, I'll answer what I can. I'll answer what I can. So yeah, do feel free to ask any questions that can maybe help you, you know, get your mind a little bit more around what to expect from the Warhammer 3 and all these kind of things. One thing I will say, I do actually quite like the input of the new single-player scene. I think actually there's some nice elements that we didn't have previously. So charging forward, we are going to have Centigores here, double coming after the Marauder Horsemen. If they catch it, which they do, it's going to be going to Pound Town here, unfortunately. Warhounds moving around the back here. These bad boys can certainly do some good work indeed. And they're going to dive bomb in here, and actually they're going to just move straight through the Chaos Marauders and come after the Marauder Horsemen. We do drop back here and get around the flanks here. 1, 2, 3 will be coming around the doors, trying to see if they get onto the back here of this nice skirmish cavalry. Still coming around the back here, we are going to have Tuskor Chariots. Should be 2 in total, more than likely, I would expect. Yeah, there's the other one in the middle there. So they're going to sucker through the middle. Should do some good work here up against the Chaos Warrior Halberds. Double Manticores is going to be coming after the Brave Shaman. In the back here, Doomball is going to charge over. He is going to push the Double Manticores back. And yeah, these boys are going to be gone. So in the middle, Tentacles, throwing axes are moving around the back. You can see the Chaos Warhounds have been dealt with. Burning Head here through the front line, so they're trying to burn up against the Ungors. Throwing axes in the back, maybe trying to get a bit of damage here up against the Marauder Horsemen, and we have kind of pinned in up against the Chaos here pretty nicely. In the back here, we are going to be having the Tuskors doing some okay work, but taking quite a lot of damage here. You can see the Exalted Heroes are going to be catching them, doing the big pounding work. And the Doom Ball, yeah, he needs to get in here. He needs to get in. He needs to do the business. Not too sure where he's going here. In the skies, we are going to have the double Chaos Pharaoh Manticores. They're going to charge in as well. And that's going to be an Overcast Traderkin for sure. That's going to be catching the Chaos Warrior Halberds, double Manticores, as well as Archaon and the Exalted Heroes. So that's a really nice blob there to get on. 1, 2, 3 units of 4 units of Skirmish Cavalry are going to be shooting in here into the block here. Marauders in the back could get dealt with here by the Chaos Chariots. Halberds over here, I think that should be the primary target. Throwing axes will be coming close. We do see here that we do have some of the Tentacles charging in. We do shatter here with the Ungor Herd. Chaos Warriors do deal with those. In the middle here, we are going to get the Doom Ball. Everything has been popped here. We should get the Potion of Full Hardened coming out relatively soon. Manticore is going to be breaking here by the looks. He's going to be actually, he's going to die there. Is he shattered? No, he dies. Okay. He shattered and died. We are going to break with the Exalted Hero. And this Doom Ball is going absolutely ham here in the middle. This bad boy is just rampaging everything, thumping everything. But he is going to fall here to Archaon. Archaon is going to finish off the Doom Ball. Post of Full Hardness just to get a little bit extra coming out of the Doom Ball. Doom Ball down to 340 HP. He's going to fall, but we certainly got the damage in there. It's going to be pretty even. We are going to charge in here with the Beastmen. Of course, being nerfed here on the single entity core, Chaos can really overpower them here with 5 SEMs. Or should we just say SEs? So Tuskor Chariots moving out here as well with the Tentacles. I don't know if the Tentacle pressure is going to be enough. We do still have a nice Tuskor in the back. That could do some work. We do actually Terrify here with the Brave Shaman. We Terrify here with a Rampaging Chaos Pharaoh Manticore. And we're going to charge off here with Archaon. We certainly need somebody to come around the corner and save that caster. We can't save the caster. Yeah, it could be pretty bleak here. Could be pretty bleak in for the Beastmen. Cal Harmon is going to be getting pushed on here. Archaon gives up the chase. So he should be coming back here with the big boy. Now, if we could get a Traderkin here, we could certainly see some lovely work. That's going to be here catching both of the heroes, as well as the Chaos Pharaoh Manticore and also Archaon. Kiting with the throwing axes could do some good work up against Archaon. 120 armor, bronze shield. Got to be careful. Those armor values certainly aren't going to help here. In the back, lovely work here from Hadri's, pushing off up against the back of the Brave Shaman. Bending Head is going to catch all this infantry. No, it's not actually great work there, kind of Cal Harmon, just to push them through. Yeah, they're going to break, but cool, you're going to be saving a lot of those models. Throwing axes here for the Tentacles are going to be shooting up against the Archaon, the Ever-Chosen. Where the rest of those throwing axes is the question. They're in the middle here, so I want to get these across and doing the work here up against the big man. So, Marauder Horsemen. Big javelins flying up against the Centaurs. Archaon is going to shot. Oh my god, that's a lot of axes to the face there. Pull these boys out. You can see in the middle here, though, we are going to be terrifying up against the Tuskor Chariots. They are in a bit of a sticky situation. Single entities here are going to be butchering the face off them. Centaurs coming around the backside here. Maybe some returning, some maybe not. Chaos Warhounds will be ready as well. Get a bit of chase off. Maybe a bit of stroke and poke here up against the Marauder Horsemen here in the back. We do shatter there with the Brave Shaman. That's a bit of an unfortunate loss, but I believe that that's probably going to be GG's well played. Good luck have fun from both sides. Love to see that. That's very nice sportsmanship indeed. Throwing axes is going to kite out here. Archaon is weak though. That extra melee defense is not going to help him there up against some good superior kite. Throwing axes miss. So you kind of want to wait here until he kind of stands still in combat. He's going to charge in with fear. That's really going to affect the Ungors here, especially with losing their lords so early doors. It's like here we are going to be shooting against the throwing axes. They do warn away. They are going to get recharged here by the Marauder Horsemen, and that's not going to be good. They're going to be down negative 19 leadership. Good work there from the Horsemen. Good mobility and micro here coming out of Hadri's. In the middle here, we are going to have Ungor Herds charging up and fighting up against the Chaos Warrior Halberds. 30 models left here up against 35 of the Ungors. The Chaos Warrior Halberds should win this pretty comfortably, and that's actually going to be a shatter. So that's got to be, is that a third and break? Because there's no way. I don't know. This is going to be Army losses. That'd be why. Okay. I last looked and it was like 60% favoured for Chaos, and then I was like, automatically Army losses. Like, okay. Yeah. Seems about right. Hey, down under Blunder, how are we, my friend? Sandwich front line, yeah, I know. Same problem as always. Draw kite, corner camp, etc. Everything. Yeah, no, exactly. I suppose. Yeah, like draw kiting, corner camping, white line, cheesing. Not a band. Well, not there's really any attack rules on the game, but you know, like spell kiting, all these kind of things. There's so many benefits from having it as the quick battle element. So many benefits to like new players, and for new player retention. But it doesn't mean we can't have, you know, an open field kind of pitch battle element here to continue from Warhammer 2. There's no reason. No reason. So let's very quickly do this. Lovely jubbly. All right, so for the results here, so the Doom Ball, 827, bit underwhelming there for him. No real support here. Of course, the coming in with the Ghoul Ball can be quite nice, but of course here, I'm not a fan that the Doom Ball is. I'd be interested maybe in your opinion, Ice Power, as well, maybe. You know, someone that certainly plays towards the top end of this game. I'm not a fan of the Doom Ball being an SEM. I can understand the Ghoul Ball, I can understand Torox, but I'm not sure about the Doom Ball. Because it makes it tough to bring the Doom Ball, because, like, why would you bring the Doom Ball here and not bring Torox? Why? Why would you do that? I'm not too sure. Maybe you can fill me in a bit of other stuff that maybe some of outside of my playing experience, but outside of my casting experience, I feel like Torox in every scenario here is just going to be better. But yeah, more to be said. Bray Shaman, 1008, yeah, pretty good stuff overall. 360, 120, 46, and 220. 100, 225, 440. 650, 250, 300, 330, with 300 and 530 for the Tuskors, 940 and 480 there for the Centaur throwing axes, 150 there for the Chaos Warhounds, and yeah, pretty good overall, And Henry's coming through with a big dubski though, 2,130 there for Archeon, with 430 and 250, just great support there from these Authors heroes. Marker Call as well, giving ITP, just, yeah, it's very handy. 160, 825. I have no idea what you bad boys were fighting, but you got some value. They must have been like fighting against Goreherds, Centaur throwing axes maybe. I don't know, but you boys got some value. 313 there for the Chaos Marauders. 321 there for the Chaos Warriors, with 700, 1,142 for the Warrior Halberds, with 440, 600, 520, 650, with 270 there for the Horse Masters, 902 and 376 there for the Ferromanticores. Yep, so Doom Ball, no terror, yeah, pretty interesting. He went for the full surrounder. I appreciate it. I appreciate the attempt. Alrighty. Torox is too expensive. Yeah, I'd say that, CJ, but we saw the Doom Ball there with all of his items, so I would say they're probably in and about the same, actually. They'd be in and about the same. Well, if Gabraz, my 3 would be Skaven, TK, and Beasts ban on Wood Elves. Yeah, okay, fair enough. That seems to be the pick. Some people sometimes just pick Ghoul Ball. Yeah, I can't see the rationale for it, but yeah, it should be interesting. So it looks like here we could be going with the Darwy. Dwarf ban Skaven then. Yeah, pretty good. It'll have to be Beastmen. Alright, so it's like Carl Harmon's coming in here to steal my heart. He's going to be bringing the Darwy. And Darwy against Beastmen is actually quite a fun matchup in my opinion, anyway. I think it's yeah, a good fun matchup for both sides. I think there's multiple things you can do either way. VC. VC. Yeah, I think VC could have been a lovely pick. Yeah, I think VC actually could have been very good across the board, actually. Yeah, Vampire Counts could have been quite a nice pick across the board. Would have done well into Skaven, would have done well into TK and Beasts for the Beastmen. Yeah, I would have been comfortable fighting Skaven. I would have been comfortable fighting TK as well. Probably would have banned... what would I have banned? Probably would have banned Beastmen, I would have thought. But yeah, for sure. That's going to be one on PC between Hadri's and WARHAMMER. The winner here will take it all and be going through to the final. The big bad boy is going to do quite nicely. And then it looks like we are going to be having Tretch going up against Ice Power. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Oh, very fun. All right. So Tretch gets Ice Power. So Tretch is going to get the win over... No, Bowmore! No! Bowmore does fall. Bowmore does fall. The man, the myth, the Ent Ladder legend is going to be falling here under the might. But yes, WARHAMMER is going to be ready. But let's have a look. It should be interesting here. So I think Slayers can actually do quite well in this one. Even just Mass Slayers can do quite nicely. You mixture of Giant Slayers, regular Slayers, Cannons, Thoric Ironbrow can do pretty nicely here. Then the way you can go is really wide Longbeards and Dwarf Warriors. Get those, get regular Dwarf Warriors, and then you maybe get some great weapons for the Longbeards, and you can do pretty nicely. Both are going to be ready. Let's hop in here. It's going to be Galbaraz. Let's get it on. Oh, baby. For the Beastmen, though, Goreherds. I think Goreherds is a strong one. Goreherds can do quite nicely here. Alright, so for the Darwi. Yes, indeed. Blasting charges in the front. 1, 2, 3, 4 units. Very nice here with the unit of Quarrelers coming with Mass Slayers as well. It's going to be 1, 2, 3 units of Slayers, including the Regiment of Renown. And as long as here, a unit of the Iron Breakers. Yeah, very strong indeed. Pardon me. So the Power of the Dragonback with Flame Resistance coming in with Flammable. And also here, that negative 35% speed. Super strong. Double cannons here. One on the Rift and the other here on the bottom. And we are going to have Longbeards with the great weapons here. Lots of miners and of course... Oh, Ungrim Iron Fist. Interesting stuff. Ungrim Iron Fist with just the Death Blow. Yeah, pretty cheap, but this bad boy gets, you know, extra AP and 18% base weapon damage when he's below 20% HP. And of course he's unbreakable, so he will be getting those values. I believe 35 bonus first large is what we expect from Ungrim. Could be more. Oh, it's only 30. So actually the great weapons there for the great weapon Slayers actually going to be having more bonus first large than him. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, for the Beastmen, starting over here on the... Oh, dear God. Okay, so starting over here on the flank, we are going to have Razorgore Chariots. 1, 2, 3 units. Here for Hades in the Sky, we are going to have Malagor the Dark Omen. It's a different one here with the Flock of Doom, the Savage Dominion, Enfeebling Foe, and the Unholy Power with Arcane Conduit. On the floor here with the Cygor with the Soul Eater, plus 50% there for Miscast. Not really going to help there too much up against the Dowie. Goreheads with shields in the front, backed up here by the double Ungor Raiders. Another Cygor over on the right here with Goreheads and a bucket load of the Chaos Warhounds. This here is going to be an interesting pick. Can the Dowie do it though? 1, 2 cannons could do the work. They could do the work. It is possible. It is possible. You'd probably want to get both cannons focusing down one Cygor, I would have thought. It is possible. These here, what, 213 armor piercing strength per hit, so you're looking at about, 600 per hit. It's up against the Cygor. It's got to be over 10 full triple successful hits to take down this Cygor. It's going to be a considerable amount of time. So you're looking at here 20-second reload as well. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Good luck, have fun there. Jabba good anymore in this matchup? Who's Jabba? Oh, Jabba Scythe. I'd say no. I'd say no. I don't think so. This is an interesting attempt, though. I think the way to play this is just mass infantry. It's just the way to play this, I think. So, Rocks are going over the top. They're going to be smashing here into the front line. First one's going to have a near miss on the Dwarf Warriors. Let me grab a coffee. Alright. So at the front here, looks like Arcane Conduit has been activated. The triple Razor Gores coming over to the right-hand side of the Dwarven flank. Cannons are going to be shooting here. We are going to be aiming downtown here for the Cygor. Many cannonballs. We kind of miss all of them. That's very strange to see the cannons missing such a large target. Dwarven cannons are probably the most accurate in the game as well. Got to be seriously careful. Certainly want to move these miners forward as well. Don't want them to be kind of smashing on top of the cannons if you can help it. This cannon here looks like it could be a summon going down here. Savage Dominion perhaps on top of the cannon. That is going to be the case. We can move in here with the Slayers. We can actually just take the artillery crew off. That wouldn't be too much of a problem. And then we just kind of kill it with the Slayer. Shoot here. Actually, you've got to be careful there with those blasting charges. They'll wreck the face off of the Slayers for sure. Warhounds in the front. We could certainly see some nice plays from those. Kind of bobbing and weaving here up against the miners. Just kind of getting out those blasting charges. Cannon crews are getting wrecked. This certainly is a problem. Looks like we do shoot here up against the front of the Dwarf Warriors. Good luck, have fun from both sides. And in come the Harpies. Harpies can do some work for sure. They can actually get on top of these cannon crews. So we are going to shoot and break down one of the two summons of the Cygors. Is he going to move back? Nice movement there. We can see the Harpies are going to charge down. Can we get in? Slayers are ready to go. It's going to be Flock of Doom catching a lot of this. Really trying to get on the cannon crews. This is what's going to be key here. Cannons now are shooting. Are we going to be hitting is the case? I think a little bit. I think a little bit. Bit of a shame there to see the cannons are missing just so much. These bad boys are going to pull through if you are not careful. Slayers are coming forward, yet cannon crew comes off. He knows the threat that these dogs do certainly possess. Miss there on the cannon crew. This is really nice micro here coming out of WARHAMMER. Certainly a very strong Dwarven player for sure. An extremely strong Dwarven player. So it looks like here Longbeard's ready to kind of meet here up against the Gorehers. But this is a really nice attempt though. The double of the Cygors and double Cygor summon is certainly very interesting. Rocks here do here up against the cannon crews. It looks like here all three cannons are still going to be online. The boys here are ready to get back onto the front line and do all the good stuff here. The cannons certainly can shoot and do some lovely work. We are going to be going downtown here after the big Cygor. You can see they've got a pretty small window of accuracy here really to hit the big moving Cygor. The thing is huge, but you know, it's still a living thing and it moves. So it looks like it's going to be another summon here, pushing on here with the Harpies as well. Dwarf Warriors are going to come in and try and help, but the Cygor, yeah, we are just going to pull them through. Lovely work there. We do actually catch the cannon crews that actually get terrified here from the Cygor, so we've got to be careful here. Slayers will follow. Those cannons are super important. We are going to shoot some of the corners here into the middle. Got to be careful we don't shoot our own Slayers as well. In come the Razors. The Razors are really going to now start butchering here, especially up against a lot of the Ironbreakers. Look at them just charging up against these very heavily armoured models. And yeah, they're just going to delete these Ironbreakers. You need something over here, Slayers, slow, anything to come over and start dealing with these models. Razor Chariots 100 armor, that's where you will find Slayers struggling, but Giant Slayers will do pretty well. Not too much here to stop Malagor the Dark Omen. In the sky, we only have one unit of Quarrelers. Unit of Thunderers would certainly do some nice work on him, but Quarrelers, he can certainly juke back and forward here and get away from that. In the middle, the Cygor going to be charging up against the Cannon Crew. Slayers still kind of pushing on quite nicely. This Cannon Crew in the middle here, 3 is still left online. Where are they going to be shooting though is the question. Yeah, that's a big one to the face. That is a big one to the face. These bad boys are going to break 6 models. That should be 2 to fight each. That still should be 3 cannons on line, but it's going to be pretty close. Chariot's getting butchered here. You can see down to 3 models here. Pretty low HP, 1,900. We do actually have Ungrim in pursuit as well. If he gets his nice big battle axe around the side of one of those, we can certainly see those dropping pretty quickly. Double here, though, going pretty nicely. You can see Dwarf Warriors here, Slayers pushing out quite nicely here, just getting rid of these models. And these dogs, these ravenous dogs here of Chaos, are just waiting for that moment to get onto the juicy cannon crews. They'll just pull straight through a unit of infantry, absolutely no problems. Got to be careful of these blasting charges, though. Blasting charges will ruin the day here with the Chaos Dogs. The doggos do be strong. Harpies return. Cannon crew here needs to be helped by the Longbeards. They are going to get encouraged. That's 15 leadership. We should see a return. Very nice stuff there. Now we need to escort them back. Escort them back indeed. Chariots coming in. Big man's ready. This is certainly a bold strategy, Cotton, especially with the big man here. Nicely. Oh, yes, he doesn't get a single hit in. That's quite an interesting one. They might just cycle out here before Ungrim Iron Fist can get a hit. He actually does get a hit on one there. It doesn't kill the model, but it essentially brings it down to 1,400 HP. Going to be getting pretty close. So it looks like here, moving in with the Ungol Raiders, we are going to shoot up against Dwarf Warriors and Slayers here in the middle. Cannon crews now are going to be getting shot on, and that is the target here for the Beastmen. Nothing here to really stop this from happening. The cannon crews can drop, but we need something to pressure here in the front. But if we pressure too far in the front, that's where the Chariot's going to have a field day. And yeah, it's a real back and forth here between these two. 5 models left. We should be able to get on these cannons. 2 of them should still be able to shoot. 8 models left here. Still should have 3 cannons ready to go. For now, I think the Cygors are just not an option here. I actually think we just shoot the Razorgors. If we shoot the Razorgor Chariots, we take them down by a model or 2. That's where we can see ourselves coming back into the game. These are going to get all that ammunition off regardless at this point. There's only 6 left here. It's just not even worth shooting them. If you could take one of them down to half HP, maybe it's worth it, but I just don't think it's worth it. You just need to shoot these Chariots. These Chariots are a huge threat now. Shooting the front here up against the miners. Blasting charges. They only have 80 armor. They don't have any shields, so got to be careful here. The men with the pickaxes can certainly get butchered here. In come the Chariots. No support here in the middle, unfortunately, for Cal Harmon, which does mean Hadrian is probably going to do some nice work here. We are going to move forward here with the Slayer King, but he's not going to be able to get to those front lines in time. Arrows as well as armor-piercing Chariots here are just going to ruin the day here of the newly bred miners. In the back here, Warhounds are going to retreat. Nice charge up at the front against the Dwarf Warriors. They get a little bit of charge and a little bit of damage, and they get out as well, trying to get the maximum out of that 18 charge bonus. Ammunition here, 6, now down to 5, 4 now down to 3, and that's a big boulder here coming forward. Big boulder just misses the Slayers. That one there definitely got decapitated. Cannons are now shooting. So the cannons now are going to be shooting after the Razorgors. It's almost like you can hear me. So, 3 models here, and we are going to have 1 there for the Razorgors in the back. 1,100 HP for 1 is quite some indeed. Nice big hit there on the cannons. Lovely big hit. So Malagor now going to be chasing off the cannon crew in the back. There's only 5 models left, but I think that is a loss here, unfortunately. Apologies. Unfortunately, that is going to be a loss. We see how many models here? 3. Now, if it can be 1 per cannon, maybe we could see those returns still with 3 cannons, but it seems unlikely. This is unfortunate. You can see here one little lapse of micro is going to mean that this lot now is going to get cleared up. As soon as the Dwarf Warriors just have no support, unfortunately, and that's going to be... unfortunately, those going to the ways of the Chaos. Maybe Chaos Dwarfs for the future for these men, perhaps. Perhaps they can be taken in and shown the good old dark ways. Dwarf Warriors here. Iron Breakers down to 28 models. Yeah, they're getting pretty butchered here. The Beastmen are certainly going to be taking the lead. But it's not over here. It's not over for the Dowie. It's not over. In the back, Malagor chasing up against the cannon here. Big rock in the front up against the Iron Breakers. The bad boys here are going to be holding quite nicely. Shots over the top here up against the Chaos Warhounds. They are going to be getting shot here by those Quarrelers. Big rocks over the top. They're going to be smashing against the... Oh, no, they're still going after the Iron Breakers. Very interesting choice. Now we've run out here of ammunition for the Cygors. We do need to push forward. But, you know, Hadri's a very experienced player. He knows that he needs to do this. So these 3 need to come forward and, you know, start getting some scoot and shooting here. Razorgors, this is cycle charging technically with, you know, multi-entity chariots. So in theory it counts as attacking. Oh my god, look at that, straight down the front line. These chariot models are so healthy and such a pain. There's going to be 1 left here. He's going to take a lot of damage. The Dwarf Warriors and Miners here just getting abused. And then getting caught by a Flock of Doom as well. Yeah, Malagor's going to be doing the business here, unfortunately. This man here, only up to 10 kills, 230 value. It's not huge. I thought he'd get a bit more. Flock of Doom is just not my favourite spell. I just don't think it's very strong. But you can see here we are going to be shooting up against the Quarrelers in the middle. 37 models left here out of 60. Not very healthy, though. Longbeard's moving. 100 armor, no shields, because they are going to be the great weapon variety. Razor God Chariots coming around the flank here, maybe clearing out some of these Dwarf Warriors. Arcane Conduit yet again here from Malagor the Dark Omen. Warhound's now going to be chasing off the Miners, and Arrow's going to be shooting at the front here up against the Ungor Raiders. Ungors are going to be quite tough to deal with. Ironbreakers, 125 armor, bronze shield. You could kill models here though with enough stroke and poke here. Looks like the shots are going to move after the Quarrelers. In come the Razor God Chariots. We need these Slayers close to the front, but also you don't want to get them shot by the Ungor Raiders. You've got to be careful. Blasting charges are near miss here. So you can still see in the back here we do actually shatter the Dwarf Warrior, so that's no longer to count as engaging. We are going to catch a Flock of Doom, just a regular one here in the back. Blasting charges moving after the Razor God Chariots. Ungrim coming over. So Ungrim going to get a nice chase. He's going to get a downhill charge. It looks like here Hadri's is not going to allow the big High King here to get a hit. Or we could hit this chariot though. Nope, looks like he pulled out. That's unfortunately not going to get hit there. Shooting to the front with the Longbeards. What sort of ammunition we got left here? 15, 14, and 12. Goreherd's extremely healthy as well here. You see 90 models, pretty much full HP. Blasting charges are going to change that. In the middle though, what do we see here? Ironbreakers are getting bullied yet again by the triple threat. Yeah, it's a tough one here. That's why, you know, Thunderers are so goddamn cool to have. In the middle, got to be careful of these Cygles. Cygles are moving in. Flock of Doom yet again here on the pocket. It's actually going to be catching the Ironbreakers. Ironbreakers might lose a model or two from this if you're not careful. Now we're coming with the range. Blasting charges in the front, shooting here up against the Ungor Raiders. They're going to be shooting back in return here up against these Slayers. That's what we're trying to do here with the Cycle. We're trying to bait the Slayers out so we can then shoot them with the Ungors. Goreherd's moving in. Goreherd's going to do some nice work up against Slayers. Malagor coming over as well. Malagor might be able to help remove the terrified Miners. Razor God's in the back, still doing some great work here. Now they can cycle through all of the Slayers here in the pocket. Slayers will punch back quite hard, so we're Ungrim Iron Fist here if given the choice. Cycle here has gone down to 2,100 HP. He is not having a great time, unfortunately. Slayers here, 12 models going up against the 89 small amount of Goreheads. Unfortunately, those Slayers will be meeting their kind of wished doom, I guess. In the middle, Dragonbacks and the normal Slayers here, well, will fight up against the Razor God Chariots. And looks like the Warhammer Poisons are trying to help. But the Razor Gods are certainly going to be getting hit pretty hard here. They've got to be careful. 2,200, 670 for the other one, and 1,700 for the third. Arrow's getting shot yet again into the Slayers. There's nowhere for these Slayers to be comfortable. Really trying to juke and move and back and forth here with these Slayers, but yeah, they're just getting shut down by these Ungors. Cycle does get out. One of them is going to return. Do we have enough to kill Ungrim, though, is the question. This should be enough to kill. This should be enough to put a dent in Ungrim if you're not careful. That certainly is a threat. Dragonbite Slayers are pretty damn healthy as well. Looks like Arcane Conduit activated again. Could be seeing more Flock of Dooms. And so we do break with some of the Chaos Warhounds. Goreherds are fighting here up against these Slayers. Minus and Blast and Charges still going to be fighting pretty strong. 16 leadership. Ungrim is now going to be joining here up against the Cygor. This is a battle of the old here. We are going to be seeing Ungrim in his natural habitat, slamming up against all things big and large. And now we're going to be trying to goon him here with Malagor and the Razor God Chariots. Can't quite see him here, just the infinite amount of banners in the way. But there we go. Ungrim is in there somewhere. Now see Goreheads in. Well, it's actually going to be Ungor Raiders. But yeah, we're going to be fighting in. Slayers moving. I think that's the Dragonbite Slayers here. You can kind of tell them there by the nice green pants. These boys get in and do all the big bad work. Cygor's still going to be fighting hard. Second one comes over as well. Even if they don't really have anti-infantry, but if they do hit here up against Ungrim, they're going to hit pretty damn hard. I love it. Slayer's anger in the back here from the Slayers, apparently. These bad boys are going to be fighting up against Goreherds. Goreherds, first one is going to be falling, second one's going to be pretty healthy. Chariot's going to hit pretty hard. Ungrim's down to half health. Balance of power pretty heavily shifting there into now the Beastmen favour. Ungrim's are broken. Dragonback Slayers here could chase off. It looks like they actually might be able to manoeuvre into the back here up against the Ungol Raiders. They should be faster. 40 speed on 40 speed? Yeah, it depends. We do break the Ungol. Could we slap back here with Ungrim? Looks like we are going to get away with Malagor. He is going to try. But the Dragonback Slayers are now on the Ungol Raiders. We can now start taking those down. They'll drop below and they can get broken pretty quickly. So we are going to be falling over the top here from the second unit. Razorgors, though, they are going to be starting to fall. 440 HP. The other ones over here on the right-hand side, we can see that here for Hadries, these ones are going to be down to 550, so not huge. Miners could return to the battlefield. I don't know if Ungrim can deal with 67 Goreheads, though, is the question. He probably needs to come deal with the Ungol Raiders. They're just going to be shooting here into the Dragonbacks. We do get a return there from the Cygor. The second one, 390, -4. Probably going to be seeing him leaving the battlefield here, unfortunately. Ungrim is in. It's a bit of a shame there for the Miners. They've got just a little bit closer. They might get encouraged here. Yeah, Lord nearby. They do get +4. We can now compromise the Ungol Raiders. I don't see a way back here. That is going to be army losses. I don't know if I see a tour way back here in for the Dowie. We could get lucky with Ungrim. Ungrim is an absolute wild card. He does get a big hit there on Malagor. Can he finish off this Cygor? Nah, Cygor comes in with a big rock and he does successfully hit. There's been no GG's yet. There's a miss there. Could we finish off the Cygor here? We should be able to slap him like one big hit and he should be finished. Yeah, he falls. So now it's just down to Malagor. If we can hit Malagor successfully enough, 240, it is pretty much over now. But yeah, we've done some nice work there. Nice work indeed. This was a nice game here between the Dowie and the Beastmen. A very, very close one indeed. 124 here for Ungrim. Stays in the map. What are we looking at here? We do actually break the Ungol Raiders. 20 models there. We do actually probably beat the Goreheads as well. And there we go. The big High King has fallen. He has come to his, you know, he was looking for this finish. Let's be honest. He was looking to die here in his Slayer's anger. And we should be able to get forward here. 20 models. Nah, it's not happening. Not in a month of Sundays. It's not happening. No Duke in here, unfortunately. GG. It has been an experience. Yeah, we're going to see quite a few models here drop. 17. There's going to be some more arrows here. 3 ammunition left. Charging into the middle. They're going to thump quite hard. These Goreheads should be getting bust, but now they should get reduced when they drop below half leadership. But I think they're going to hold pretty strong here. I wonder what the Dragonback Slayers have as negatives right now. I don't know if we'll be able to see. No, just leadership confident. Very tired, damage sustained. It's going to be like confidently winning, charge bonus. Yeah. Yeah, pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. GG's well played. That was an excellent game indeed. Excellent game indeed. Hey, Clock Monkey, how we doing? Railing and protecting the cannon crew was rather stylish. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, this was a very, very interesting army. No, another Dowie loses in this matchup. I know! I know! It's terrible. It's terrible. I think this would have been a very different matchup if you changed that Quarter to a Thunderer. I think this could have been a very different matchup, because then there would have been just so much more pressure on the Razorgors. And also Malagor. Malagor wouldn't have been able to get as close. Very cool matchup, though, between these two. Very, very cool matchup indeed. Unfortunately, that is going to have to go in the book. That is going to have to go in the book, Mr. Kyle Harmon. That will be remembered for eons to come. Dwarfs will be checking the book there for this wrongdoing, and it will have to be righted by you at some point. It will have to be righted by you. Eastman was... It's pretty nice there. Really, really nice series between these three. I've actually saved it here, so hopefully you guys will be able to see that in future on YouTube. Nice, all three of those games are going to be saved in the logical library. But here for the big man, we are going to get 1,820 for Ungrim. Of course, being unbreakable is such a nice ability to have for him. 350, 370, 470, and 0 for the minus of blasting charges. 92, 85, 173, with 156 there for the Longbeards. 2,100 for the Slayers, 2,064, 580, and 1,353. Slayers do really well up against Beastmen, just really, really well. I've had games where I've just gone Mass Slayers, 3 cannons, and some Iron Breakers and said, come at me. So let's see what happens. Let's have a scrap. You know, let's just have a good old-fashioned scrap. And, you know, they can do quite well. 1,457 there for the Quarrelers. Cannons 520 and 340. And the Razor Gores, I'm sure, did an amazing value. 901, 1,450, and 1,600. Yeah, very rarely seen. Nice to see them used here for sure. 590, 470, 340 there for the Ungors, with 560 and 600 for the Goreherds. Yeah, Goreherds pretty strong in this matchup. 470, 280, and 160 for the Warhounds. 280 there for the Harpies. 900 and 1,300 for the Cygors. 560 here for Malagor. Can't see the other 2 Cygors and their value, but they got in there and they disrupted the cannons and certainly paid for more than you probably would have been able to see there on the chart. Great series, gents. Great series. A lot of dropped ammo. Yeah, I think that was a really, really good one, actually. Razor Gores are so tanky, though, compared to the 750. Yeah, 100%, 100%. Alright, so we were seeing him in the final. Fantastic stuff. This was one of the old school metas. Oh, was it? Oh, okay, yeah. Shooting the Longbeards might be a mistake. Those Longbeards had no shield, so I still think even with 100 armor, they're going to take some damage, I think. Oh, dear. Apologies. All right, so it's been a busy time. It's been a busy time recently. Very, very busy. So next on, we are going to be having Iceman going up against Mr. Tretch. We get these bad boys in, so we'll be putting the scoreboard up. So well played to Mr. Hadries. An absolute performance indeed, up against a very, very strong opponent. WARHAMMER came through pretty strong as well. No, Bowmore, you didn't make it. Hey, a bit late for the convo, been vibing whilst making dinner, but I did hear in Domination you can completely adjust the reinforcement side. Yes, sir, you can. You can completely adjust it anywhere from 100% to 0% for sure. Welcome. Yes, you can. Makes me a little more interested if you can play no/minimal reinforcements. With no reinforcements, I think it's just going to be it will be more blobby, I think, perhaps. But I haven't tested it, so I can't say. Just need to wait for them to add some open maps rather than 8 choke points. All right, so Pantalenard, Mr. Fantalemonade in here is going to be supporting Dredge. Being old pays off sometimes. No, you played well, Hadris. You played well. Stepping away for a bit for food. Long kite games, please. Alright, Hadris, we'll see you in a bit, buddy. We'll see you in a bit. Alright, so we're just waiting for Tretch here. There's Tretch. Let's give him a little cheeky invite. What we'll do, guys, I'm just going to quickly grab something. I'll be right back, and then we'll crack on with the second semi-final. Alrighty. I personally hop CA makes 50-50 or 70-25 fun distribution. Yeah, I think it's so far it's been pretty good balance. I've no idea who's picking first. Yes. Yes, sir. I think so far. I think so far the game has worked pretty well the way it is. But there might be some changes. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Hey Nate, how you doing? Welcome, my friend. Welcome, my friend. Hope you're doing very well today. Hope you're doing very well. So it's going to be Ice Power going up against Tretch, who I believe is the student of Mr. Pantelinard from the ODM. So the first map is going to be Karak Asgal. TK Beastmen, very interesting picks. Ice Power, I would imagine here will just go Dark Elves. Would be pretty comfortable for him. Alright. So who are we supporting? Well, thanks. I hope you're out for us as well. Yeah, very good. Thank you. Very good. Thank you. Looking forward to this series. Had had a really nice one there. Just had a nice one there between Cal Harmon and Mr. Hadries. Getting old school with it all, of course. The bad men of the old worlds doing a very nice series indeed. A very nice best of 3 that went to game 3 actually, which was quite nice. So we're gonna have the old Ice Power here. Looks like Ice Power is going to be going with the Empire. All right. Quite like that. Empire's quite a good pick. I think Empire or Dark Elves there would have been quite nice. I think with Empire picked, we'll probably... Well, we could see TK. We could see TK. I'd be a fan of seeing TK. TK it is. TK it is. He was my student, not anymore. He's strong enough. Ah! He has learnt the young Padawan. Is he the new Anakin? Mr. Pantelinard, are you Obi-Wan Kenobi? Who are you? Are you Mace Windu? Which one are you, my friend? Which one are you? Are you Qui-Gon? Which one? Which master are you, Mr. Pantelinard? I'll tell you what, if you had to give a Star Wars character to every one of the ODM guys, who gets what and why? Let me know. I'd like to know. I'd be very interested to know. I'd be very interested to know. Very interested indeed. As an Ice Power mod, I'm fairly biased. Oh, you're mod for Ice Power. I see. Is that a mod on his Discord or his YouTube, Nate? Yeah, it should be a fairly interesting one. Not too sure what we're going to be seeing here. We might see maybe a Marcus Wolfhart play with Burning Headcaster. Pretty cheap front line. Yeah, it could be interesting to see. Maybe a couple of cannons. Yeah, could be interesting. Could be interesting for sure. For the YouTube, yeah. I'm Obi-Wan and Sophia is Qui-Gon. Ah, okay. I like it. I like it. Oh, Qui-Gon. So you're saying that Sophia is an old one, a bit of a rebellious but brilliant teacher. Is what you're trying to say. So who out of all of them, who's going to be Mace Windu? Who's going to be your who's going to be coming in as Yoda? Who's going to be coming in as Anakin Skywalker? Who's he going to be? Kind of Harmon is mace with it. Oh, the boy, of course, of course. Shidoku is Master Yoda. Nice, 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 nice. Who's the talented one? But certainly a bit of a loose cannon. Who's that? That's the question. Do you know what? Sophia and Liam Neeson. Yeah, I think those two could be. Yeah, I could definitely see those being compatible for sure. He hasn't succumbed to my peer pressure to have a Discord. Ah, well, you know, there's always time for that. You see, there's always time. All right, both are ready. Let's get into it and let's see what it's all about. Anakin Skywalker was Papra, but he betrayed us. No! I'm sure Papra will be back, right? I'm sure Papra will be back. I'm sure Papra will be back. I mean, Mimas, the Mimas man himself. I might as well just call him Mimas Darkblade at this point. Every single Mimas build or replay that I do, he always comments on it. I love it. When I did the Mimas mirror, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I have to cast this. You know, Papra and Bentelenar, they were like, I saw it and I thought of you two. I was like, it has to be done. It has to be done. Anything else about the video or my personal thoughts or feelings, it had to be done. So, 2 units of the Skeleton Horse Archers in the front here with the Nekahara Horsemen. Yeah, very strong indeed. We are going to come here with the Skeleton Warriors, Spearmen as well, dotted throughout the front. So this is going to be triple Archers here. With the Necrosphinx. Yeah, Necrosphinx is pretty strong. Probably would have preferred the Regiment of Renown to just come with fire resistance. But anti-large armor piercing overall, pretty good otherwise. Going to be backed up here by essentially the Imperishable. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, certainly can't complain about the big kitty cat daddy. The man, the myth, the legend here with the Wrath of Petra, the Incantation of Desiccation, the Incantation of Protection, the Unyielding Will, and the Restless Dead. Yeah, pretty good. I do normally like coming in with the Cursed Blades. If you overcast it, it gives you anti-large, which can be pretty nice for Cetra, especially if he's going to be fighting up against, you know, any big, large heroes, which, you know, can be the case. Triple of the Chariots here on the left flank, and pretty strong force for the TK overall. So, yeah, Burning Head Caster in the sky. Yeah, shock, horror, surprise. With Fireball, Burning Head, and Kindle Flame. I think, you know, these bad boys can do pretty well. Outriders here in the front, 1, 2, 3. Alongside here, the Sigmar Sons. Kind of gone off these guys a little bit. I do like them. You know, the immediate men of the Son of Sigmar. I think these bad boys can do quite nicely. But coming at 700 gold cost, and they're no tankier than the Swordsman, apart from in melee. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think they're worth the 300 gold. I think they just end up dying for no extra value. But Swordsman here in the front. We get a Spearman as well. Empire Knights 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty strong. Spearman here. Spearman dotted on the double great cannons. Yeah, pretty standard picks. Pretty standard picks. I think the trap here can be for the TK players is to go with like go with the Shopti, but the Shopti just get wrecked apart by cannons and all these things. Especially the Regiment Renown cannon. The accuracy on that bad boy with the reload fire and all those kind of things. You know, the fire reload, fire speed. It's really, really nice. Physical resistances as well can really negate a lot of incoming damage and, you know, prevent Skeleton Horse Archers from getting in there and wrecking that crew pretty quickly. So I quite like to see No You Shop 2 going to go for a full push force here and do quite nicely. Outriders could be a potential problem, 130 range. Firewall's moving, but Nekahara Horsemen might be able to do some good push. Pentelamard, a full rundown of every OD member Jedi. Alright, I tell you what, Bone will set it, Pentelamard, if you want it at some point, you and I need to get together then, and we need to make a video about this. We need to make a video about this where you and I sit down and we sit down and describe and talk about the ODM and their breakdown of the whole Jedi Order. So coming in the front here, Outriders might be able to shoot here, and the Skeleton Horse Archers in the front. Yeah, this is going to be pretty painful. That's going to be Fireball, and that there is a shot and a half. Fireball in the front. There's going to be Fireball here into the back. Actually going to miss Cetra, the kitty cat. And Cetra of many names, too many to name at this current moment, is going to be able to dodge up against the Fireball. He is a man of much experience, and, you know, no mere Fireball is going to take him down. Bronze Shield here, 50 armor, is going to help against this, but he's certainly going to feel it as the Nekahara Horseman. I think at this point, you know, don't get your cavalry near, just kind of push out your infantry and, you know, kind of scooter your way around the outside and ignore these Outriders. They're going to be pretty painful to deal with, sadly. But yeah, they're going to be scooting and shooting. You see the cannons here, might be able to do some nice work up against these skeleton horse archers as well. You can see deleting a few in the middle pocket. Come around the side here with the Nekahara horsemen, the double threats here. They're going to be going into the middle pocket, and what I like to call the vision of the cannons. So the great cannons have this kind of cone shape which they can shoot through. So you can see this line here, and then you'll be able to see the line coming out here. They're going to be going into that line of sight, which means, the cannons don't have to turn, don't have to move, and they can just go to pound town here on these big targets. If these bad boys would come around the outside, you're going to miss this cone of fire, which means these have to turn away from the engagement and then, kind of turn to shoot, so they get less easy fire on the nice big juicy targets in the back. The boys are coming forward, and you can see here they're going to be getting into the front line, doing some lovely work indeed. Well, moving out here, the Art Lecter. Oh my god, we have an Art Lecter. I absolutely love it. I didn't even see that we had an Art Lecter here with the Grand Soulfire. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I couldn't be more happy with the Art Lecter. So it looks like here, Nekahara horsemen are going to be challenging up against Empire Knights. That's not a happy day there for the Nekahara horsemen. Empire Knights, 110 armor. Yeah, very good counter up against most of the skeletons. So, it's like that was the Grand Soulfire, deleting a lot of these skeleton spearmen. It's going to be a bit of a bombing move there. Fireball coming out as well. Should be able to hit Cetra here. I don't think Cetra's going to be able to juke that well. Yeah, Cetra does take a fireball to the face. He does have a fire weakness as well, so you've got to be careful. You see the swordsman here going to be getting just destroyed here by Cetra the Imperishable. Looks like here the swordsman are going to be fighting up against the Sigmar's sons. And yeah, it's also not going to be a great day from them. In the middle here, we do have the Outriders moving into the middle pocket. Should be a Burning Head coming through here as well up against these Skeleton Spearmen. It's going to delete them pretty effectively. You can see that one Burning Head just deletes an entire unit of Skeleton Spearmen. That's 350 immediate value there coming out of that one Burning Head. Very nice stuff indeed. The Skeleton Chariots are going to cycle charge forward, but Empire Knights are just going to ruin their day, I think. I think they're just going to pin them in place. Outriders are going to shoot them. And yeah, it's looking pretty bleak here. Fireball in the middle, that's going to be coming after Cetra. Cetra's going to get hit. It looks like the blessed blade of Petra was cast there in the middle. And it looks like it's going to be the summon of Yushapti here. We are going to get the realms of Yushapti summoning on the back here up against the Great Cannons. And hopefully we can stop this unit. It's going to be obstructed. I don't know what it's obstructed by. Maybe this unit of Spearmen, not too sure. But here we go, we do see the Uru in the back here doing all the good work up against the Great Cannons. And we are now going to move in here with the Swordsman. Maybe a good bit of poke here up against the Nekahara Horseman could be quite nice. Architecture could charge in the back, get another Soulfire here in this area. Could certainly shut down here the double Nekahara Horseman. Very, very strong indeed. But not going to be able to quite challenge up against the cheap cavalry of the Empire. Fireball. What are we going after here? Fireball is going to come after Cetra. If that hits, that is certainly going to be in that negative leadership there. That is going to be a hit. That's going to be -3 leadership. That is going to be starting to tip over for crumbling here if we're not careful. In the back here, we are going to have some shots going up against the swordsman here from the skeleton archers. Balance of power is going to be pretty heavily pulled here into the Empire favour here at this stage of the game. Gunfire here going to be spreading up against the Necrosphinx and all of the cavalry here in the middle. The Nekahara Horsemen are a super strong pick, but unfortunately here they just suffer under pressure of spearmen and heavily armoured knights. Soulfire as well is just going to ruin their day. The Necrosphinx is going to do okay, but you can see Outriders just absolutely pounding on the thing, unfortunately. And it's going to be doing well. It's going to be doing well, but of course there's no healing here for it. We didn't bring a Necrotect to get that good juicy restore. Skeleton Chariots are going to be pushing away the Outriders. Outriders could turn and burn those, so you've got to be careful. They are going to be wavering. Balance of power now pretty heavily in the Empire favour. We can see in the middle here that Empire Knights just going to be doing the big dirty work. There goes down the Chariots, and that's going to be army losses. GG's and well played here to Ice Power and the dreaded Sons of Sigmar. I guess it is time for some reading. Hey, Shiduku, how are you? Nothing, boss. Don't read the chat. It's not very interesting. Oh yeah, Shiduku, you might want to read above. You might want to read above. There was some talking of you and the ODM guys. So 430 there for the Art Lecter with 1080 for the Bright Wizard. 580, 67 here for the Spearman with 400, 160 and 100. Swordsman 102, 280 and 600 there for the Sons of Sigmar with 470, 380. 540 and 650 for the Empire Knights. 800, 900 and 700 for the Outriders with 900 and 1000 for the Great Cannons. I think this is particularly tough for the Tomb Kings. I think it is particularly tough. How could you have done any better? You could have forced the Empire to come to you, I guess. God knows. God knows. Tough one. I think, sadly, this was, yeah, well designed for. But it's unfortunate. 380 there for Cetra. 690 there for the Necrosphinx. Just two huge targets for cannons and outriders to shoot against. 166, 150. 33, 33, and 200 there for the Skeleton Spearman. Nekahara Horseman, 200, 130, and 230 there for the Nekahara Horseman. With 91, 470, and 305 there for the Skeleton Chariots. So 277 there, with 340, with 400 there for the Skeleton Horseman. Yeah, it's a tough matchup. It is a tough matchup. Oh god, that's a lot. Yeah. There's a lot there. There is a lot. A lot of reading, my friend. There is a lot of reading. The Star Wars universe certainly goes into quite a lot here. Quite a lot. So Ice Power here is going to be taking the lead. 1-0 there to him. Yeah, very strong performance with the Empire. I think it's a particularly tough matchup. Yeah, I do wonder if you really know handgunners over outriders. I do wonder if maybe Spirit Leech and Bone Giants could have done something here. I think Outriders are just infinitely better in this matchup over handgunners because they're just sitting targets for chariots to go hello there and just roll straight through them. I wonder if Bone Giants and I do wonder if Bone Giants and maybe a Spirit Leech here could do something. Yeah, that was the old meta. Giants would just tank the cannons. Oh dear. Hey, you beat us on Clan Wars, so that's fair. Not sure if the Sith will be RTK guys or VN guys in our story. Yeah, this is true. The Ice Daddy is droid factories that keep Clone Wars going. X and T are Jabba the Hutt and co. Oh, wow. Damn. I'll tell you what, DBD, though. DBD has got to be... what's DBD got to be? What are the Dev Portal? What have our boys got to be? We've got to be the... let's have a think. We've got to be the Bounty Hunters, right? We've got to be the Boba Fett's. We've got to be the Jango Fett's. That's what we've got to be. We've got to be the cool ones. We've got to be the... damn what they're called. Hadries. Hadries, who are you? Let's have a think. You could be the Jar Jar Binks, huh? No. I'll think. Damn, what are they called? Begins with M. M. Nuts, my brain today. My brain's gone to doo-doo. Star Wars. Mandalorians. Yeah, we got to be the Mandalorians. That's the one. DVD's got to be the Mandalorians, right? 100%. Got to be those cool, chill guys until you mess with them and then bam, bam. Finished. You didn't even know it was coming. But then when stuff really hits the fan, that's when you call in ODM for the Jedi Force and you go, boys, spin much for us. Deal with it. Right, best strat is melee Shakti Rush since they kill Cav decently. Oh, fair enough. Not a matchup I know well, to be fair. Yes, Mandalorians. So Hades, I don't know if you've seen, right? So there is actually there's actually a whole. Oh, you actually want to be Jar Jar? Oh yes, Hades the Jar Jar. There's actually a whole conspiracy theory where Jar Jar. People think Jar Jar is the like the Sith Lord or something, right? There's a whole conspiracy theory out there. I'm pretty sure. I think Ducky was telling me about it. DVDs are Ewok. No, Pantanana, no, with the Mandalorians. We gotta be. Don't leave us as the Ewoks. To be fair, we are all cute and cuddly, so maybe I'll take that. Maybe I'll take that. I'm not so sure how happy Ducky will be. I'll go dorks. I'll go Dark Elves, Greenskins. Yeah, pretty good there. Counters a lot of stuff. Greenskins just counts a lot of the Wood Elf stuff you could bring. Wood Elves and High Elves. Because you just don't want to face it. Okay, it looks like it's going to be Lizardman. Yep. Pretty sure that was a meme. It is like a meme. Yeah, it is a meme. Yeah. Yeah. Ewoks did beat the Empire. Oh, this is true. This is true. Decisive victory on the Empire. This is true. This is true. Maybe low-key Ewoks are powerful, but Mandalorians are cool. But then who's the Mandalorians? That's the question. That's the question. You've got to ask yourself these things, you know? Who would the Mandalorians be? Maybe Son of the Mountains. Maybe Son of the Mountains. The cool men under the mountain. Maybe that's going to be them, you know? Treaty Walk is greater than Mandalorians. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I can't argue. I can't argue. We did have a decisive victory against all those the chicken walkers, as I like to call them, the 80 AVs. I think they're called. Maybe the little walkie ones, the little walkie ones, not the big ones. We beat the little ones. It's been a while since I've seen the old. It's actually been a while since I've seen the old school ones. We all as a household watched the new trilogy pretty recently. Yeah. Certainly the story was iffy, but I definitely liked it as like a moving picture. Like it was fantastic to watch. A lot of it didn't make any sense, but you know it was fantastic to watch. I certainly can't deny that. And I believe there's going to be more coming out. And like you know, we watched Mandalorian. There should be a new season out. Boba Fett's just come out. We've been enjoying those, and those have been really fun as well. I've been really enjoying those. It'd be nice to see when. I think Mandalorian should be out soon. I think because we just finished watching The Witcher. And that was pretty fun. I think a lot of people, you know, I think some people aren't fans of it, but I really quite like it. I really quite like it. ATST, is it? Ah, okay. My memory does serve me poorly then. DVD are the death stick dealers in every cantina and bar on Coruscant. They are the death stick dealers. Oh, I remember in the second film. Yeah. I remember. All-terrain scout transport. Ah, ATST. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense now you say that. Never knew that. Never knew that. Shows what you can learn on a live stream, eh? So, if the Empire is RTK, what is VM then? That's the question. What is VM? That's the question. Hey, Zypher, you're coming in at a weird moment, my friend, but maybe you can help us here with this. Little two-legged walkers are called assault walkers. Oh, the little ones? You sure? Because there's the four-legged ones that are on Hoth, and then there's the little ones that fight the Ewoks. They might be called assault walkers. I thought they're called. Well, yeah. There's the ATST, and then there was the big flip-off one that you had to use the. I remember playing the game, right? You had to fly around it and pin it, and then trap its legs and help it fall over. But anyway, back to Warhammer. Back to Warhammer. Enough Star Wars for now. 1, 2, 3 units here. The Chameleon skinks in the front. Double the Chameleon Stalkers as well. Backed up here by the Ark of Sotek, here with 1, 2 units. Any more? No, just 2. Just 2 units there of the Skin Cohort Javelins. 1 unit of the Temple Guard, 2 units of Temple Guards. Not a big fan of Temple Guards, me. I think they're pretty cool units, but I don't think they're particularly competitive. Cohort Sotek here in the middle with the Refuse to Die, as well as Frenzy, and of course the Unbreakable, with some Saurus Spears with shields. The Slight Mage of Life here as the Lord choice. The bad boy here with the Banishment, with Shield of the Old Ones, Armor of Quetzal, Regrowth, Earthblood, Cold-Blooded, and the Great Arcane Conduit with Life Bloom. Looks like here we're going to be going with the Death Blob style. Yeah, can respect it, can respect it. With Community Skinks here dotted around the pocket with the Cohort Sotek. Can't hate on that. So at the front we are going to have Cold Bond Knights, 2 units here, mixing alongside some more Cold Bond Dread Knights. Triple of the Dark Riders, some with shields, some without. The Legion of Dread Spears here, ready to meet pretty good armor-piercing values as well. I do think the Regiment Renown could do quite nicely here. Poison, good melee defense as well. 1 unit of the Scorcher Chariots, I don't see any more here. No more indeed with Marathi Double Manticore, I believe. Yeah, pretty standard. Coming here with the Ice Power Special. We ordered that on the menu with the Wand, as well as the Soul Stealer, Hunter of the Dark Sword, Enchanting Beauty, and the Greater Arcane Conduit. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Cypher. Appreciate that. The 4-legged ones are 80-80. All-terrain assault transport. Oh. I like the Witcher show, but I also liked... Oh, nice. Ducky just watched... I can't remember. He just watched the new... was it League of Legends thing? He said that was pretty good. But I'm not too sure what your... We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that, Hidri. Sorry, I missed that, buddy. So, shooting at this guy here, we are going to have the Chameleon Stalkers shooting up against the Ferromanticores. Stalkers in the front, looks like they could do some good work here up against the Dread Spears. The Legion of Dread Spears do suffer to the might of the Chameleon Stalkers. Yeah, look at that. Look at the damage coming in. It's absolute absurdity. Manticores do charge forward here to try and see if they can negate a lot of the damage coming in here from the Chameleon Stalkers. Stalkers just firing all sorts of ammunition here in the front. I actually think Cold Bond Dread Knight is quite a nice answer here to the mass onslaught of Chameleon Stalkers that can come to your face. And do great work. They can do great work indeed. I certainly have a Lisbon build that deals with this kind of Dark Elf force. But here you can see in the front here, we are going to have Cold Bond Dread Knights mixing with Ferromanticores doing the damage here against the Chameleon Stalkers. In the middle, this is just a Soul Stealer waiting to happen. I think you're gonna, you pretty much cycled these all up for Ice Power to go. Oh, thank you. You've pretty much gone, put all your expensive units in one blob and said, "Go on, I dare you, throw a Soul Stealer on me." We are going to shoot in the middle here, the Cold One Dread Knights here, taking a bit of a shot here to the flank. Ferromanticores flying over the top. We are having Dread Spears here coming forward, and Cycle charging here with the Scorcher Chariots. And those big thick chariots going through the front lines here of the Skin Cohort Javelins, doing some nice work indeed. Poison on the way through, so of course they will be a little bit reduced there on the speed. Dark Riders moving. Good luck up bomb from both sides, like to see that. With Manticores here and Chariots fighting up against the Bastiladon. The Ark of Sotek has now been moved to the side. His ability's not going to be too useful here. Devil Manticores are... Oh, sorry, Marathi and the Manticore got to catch him out of place. 18 melee defense, 140 armor will negate a lot of incoming damage, but the damage will be consistent. Scorcher Riders here are going to be firing. Shut it down here from the Chameleon Skinks. They will do some brilliant damage here if you're not careful. In the back here, Cold One Dread Knight charging after the Chameleon Skinks. The Wand here is going to come down on the Bastiladon Ark of Sotek. Regrowth activated. Very strong indeed. Banishment in the front is going to delete a lot of your own Chameleon Skinks there, unfortunately. Looks like here Dread Spears pushing off up against the Skin Cohort Javelins. In the middle is going to be another Soul Stealer, going to be catching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units, including your Slani Slan. But I think here an Earthblood could negate a lot of that incoming damage. Shooting in the sky, we are going to rampage the Ferromanticore. You should be able to charge down here, maybe onto the Spears, potentially. And you've got to be careful here. These Chameleon Skins can certainly do a big number on the Ferromanticores for sure. On the floor, Marathi, she's going to be, or now back in the sky indeed, she's going to be charging around. She's to find a place called home, and at the moment there's not too many places. In the back here, we are going to see Chameleon Skins kiting here up against the Dark Riders. 92 speed down to 79, that's going to be able to catch relatively quickly. And then come back here with the Chameleon Stalkers, those blasting charges firing into the back of the Dread Spears. And here with the Temple Guard are going to hold, we should get a nice good surround and pick up here of the Dreadiest of Spears. In the middle, we do Shouting here with the Chameleon Skinks, moving in with Morathi. She's going to try and fight here up against the Bastillodon. The Armor Quetzal, as well as the Shield of the Old Ones, has been activated. A lot of damage resistance coming in here up against 140 armor. It's going to make it pretty tough for Morathi to do some damage, even here with her double ability. Cold War Dread Knights firing through the pocket. No healing for them, but these bad boys are tanky. We're going to have 120 armor bronze shields, so they can do the work indeed, even here up against these Saurus warriors. And the middle, our Exotic ability is going to pop on top of Morathi. She's going to be taking damage over time there from that tick poison damage. But in comes the slime. Can we get the big stick out here? Can the big boy on the toilet chair do the work that needs to be done? 320 of the weapon strength can be forced on top of Morathi's face if needed. It's like here, she's going to be running in the fear of the Slime Mage Priest. This bad boy is going to be charging. He is one of the old ones. And she wants... Oh! 360 no-scope to the face there from the Bastillodon with the solar engine. In the middle here, we can see Cold War Dread Knights just charge around the battlefield here with Manticores causing terror, doing all the bad stuff in the night that they normally do. The edges of elves going to be doing what they do best. In the sky, we are going to have the Ferro Manticore, very weak, 460 health, 360 no-scope to the face there of the Manticore. There's also going to be another Soul Stealer in the middle, which is going to heal up Morathi, but she can only heal up so much here. Earthblood is going to be counteracting a lot of the damage coming in, I'm sure. And the wand here is going to be activated on the Bastillodon Arc-Sotek. Not quite going here after against the Slime Mage Priest. So, over here, looks like a lot of pressure going on the Bastillodon. The bad boy here, you know, is going to get away there with surviving. We are going to kill the Manticore. It's going to be a banishment here for a lot of the incoming units. That's going to be pretty devastating here. It's taking quite a while. Is it going to get off, though, is the question. It looks like it is. And unfortunately, it is going to go away. We certainly wanted it to go in this direction to try and get on top of these Dread Spears. It might be to come back around here. There might be a saving grace. Looks like that's not going to be the case. So now it's going to be Morathi on the floor. Healing Cap is present, but of course she hasn't taken too much damage. Just floating around doing all the good stuff. It looks like here we are going to be pulling back with the Lizardmen. Lizardmen are going to be holding a lot truer than I thought they were going to be. We could move in here with the Temple Guard. Got to be careful here with the Dark Riders. They could be losing. Cold War Dread Knights will meet their ultimate demise here against the Temple Guards if they do stay in sustained combat. So it looks like Shield of the Old Ones has been activated. Bastillodon has reached its cap. So damage resistances are going to be its best friend. Morathi, though, we need some help from Morathi. Morathi's going to be pretty low, 2,200 HP. We are going to get the activation there of the damage over time. And that there should do some work up against Morathi and the crew here in the middle. We can see Temple Guards. If we get those over, the Armor Quetzal activated. Melee defense and armor is going to be very handy indeed, especially for the Temple Guard. 360 no-scope to the face here. The Bastillodon certainly doing quite well. Look at the terror out! Look at the terror out! Jesus! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units have been broken here just in a very quick. Made that 8 units in a very, very quick succession. That's absolute absurdity here. You can see here Icepower is going to be struggling in the middle, unfortunately for him. In the sky, we are going to have Morathi trying to get away here. And the Chameleon Stalkers, they are going to break under the pressure here of the Dark Riders. But that was a break. God damn it. Rampaging immediately here with the Cold War Dread Knights. And Dark Riders are not happy. This blob now needs to get back in together. Get these boys back together. Get the boys back in town. Dread Spears here are going to get terrified here by the Bastillodon. The solar engine can also do quite nicely. Can we shoot here up against some of these riders here? Morathi as well. 360 no scope to the face could be quite nice. This one here is just going to be chilling a little bit too much for my liking. Not too sure where they're going. They're going to be allowing their Chameleon Stalkers to die for free. So over here on the side, we can see some more of the skin cohorts. Chameleon Stalkers could come back in as well here. These guys do have still some nice abilities to come in. Refuse to Die has been activated. You can see here the cohort associated. Could do some good AP damage up against the Dark Riders. Dark Elves going to be coming together as well and cleaning up the back. Nice shot there on Morathi. Now we're going to be getting the activation there from the Bastillodon. 3 ammunition left. Could do the work here to finish off the match. We are going to be coming back in here with the Dark Elves. Morathi is going to be struggling. 1,060 HP. Could we get a shot in here to finish off? She's going to be fluttering around. Got to be careful. Big shot in the sky, and we're going to miss. We need to save that ammunition. That is super important. Wait till Morathi does engage. Then we need to shoot her. If we use up all this ammunition, it's going to be tough to take her out. So, double Temple Guard. Oh, we do hit the Manticore. But I maybe think we hit some Dark Riders instead. We've got to stop this Bastillodon from shooting. It is firing. We've got to be careful. Now is the time to shoot Morathi, I guess. She is flying straight towards you. Now she's going to be going sideways and in and out. We've got to be careful. Big shot. That hits in the face. That's exactly what we needed. 775 HP, but we are now going to get a Soul Stealer in return. So the Arcostosec still has ammunition. Shield the old ones is activated. We are going to be charging in. Wrathy does get the kill, but she's going to be only able to heal so much. In the middle here, the cohort Sotek do return. Shield the old ones is going to be helping them survive. Still 4 bottles left here of the boys of Sotek. Charging in here, that's a lovely charge there from the Bastillodon. The Arcostosec going to do the good work here up against the Dread Spears. I'd probably save the ability here of the Bastillodon until we charge in here with the cavalry. It will have to come in, and now it's going to be all or nothing. So it looks like here we are going to be charging in the slant. Of course, going to be leading the charge at the front on the toilet chair. Wrathy's in the back trying to challenge up against the Bastillodon. I don't know if she's going to be able to do it. The Arcostosec's ability does go down. Perfect timing here coming in from Tretch. He can certainly finish off a lot of the forces coming in here. Terror out there for the Dark Riders. Manticore is going to be wavering. We could see a break here. Wrathy's pretty low as well. She's going to be almost on top of a healing count. 1,150 HP. Can we get the double big Bastillodons doing the work? 900, 800. Balance of power is teetering on army losses here. We do see Temple Guards. They are in. They are fighting. We do break. That is going to be GG's, and well played here to Tretch, who comes back with the Lizardmen. Damn, what an absolute showdown here between these two. God damn it, what a match. 2,500 there for Wrathy, of course, with 400, 350, 460, and 370 with 400 there for the Dread Spears. 525 there for the Dark Riders with 660 and 400, with 860, 820, and 930 for the Cold One Dread Knights. 833 for the Scourge Runners with 980 and 330 there for the Ferromanticores. 670 for the Slime Mage Priest of Life with 425 and 780 there for the Chameleon Stalkers. 318 there for the Saurus Spears. 800 for the cohort of Sotek with 1,040, 1,130 there for the Temple Guard with 350, 280 and 310 for the Javelins. So 101, 600 and 866 there for the Chameleon Skinks with 2,350 for the Bastillodon Arcostosec with 2,070 for the Bastillodon Solar Engine. GG's well played. Great match. Great match indeed. Yeah, Tretch coming through big. Hey, Wessel, how we doing? Nice showing by Tretch. Not easy to beat such high-level Dark Elves. Yeah, indeed, indeed. But can it beat the DE Domi? I don't know. Well, it came through pretty strong. It came through pretty strong. Yeah, that was a pretty strong matchup for sure. That was pretty strong indeed. Yeah, it's always been a pretty close matchup between the Druchi and the Lizardmen. Yeah, pretty nice match there. Pretty nice match indeed. Third map is Garbaraz. Map set. That was the hardest fought battle I've seen tonight. Well played both. Yeah, I think either that one or the Dowie one was pretty hard fought for, I think. The Dowie one was a super close game between Hadries and Callaharman. Hey, F&G, how we doing? Healing it back up, though. Training Soul Stealers for Earthbloods. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, indeed. Smart. Smart for sure. Smart for sure. I thought that the Soul Stealers would be enough with that expensive blob to just delete, but there was just enough tank in that middle to just hold. But Bastillodons are just super good. Super damn good. Yo, Mihawk, how we doing, my friend? How are we? Welcome. Welcome, how are you? How are you? Yeah, GG to Tretch. So let's update the scoreboards. There's going to be one apiece here going into Game 3. So both of the semi-finals here going to Game 3s. And certainly be a big final regardless of who gets in there, whether it be Tretch or Ice Power taking on Hadries. Is certainly going to be a big one nonetheless. Crowfather earned a grudge or two. Yeah, well, when doesn't he? Hey? that is a wrong that Callahan has to put right, that's for sure. And I'm sure Pantanard will uphold him on that wrong that he has to put right. Alright, so it looks like Beastmen, Vampire Counts, and Wood Elves ban Wood Elves. Yeah, Wood Elves good here up against the Vampire Counts. Wood Elves can be used against Beastmen, so I think it's Beastmen favoured, but Wood Elves against Wood Elves, yeah. I think Wood Elves is a good ban. What can we see here? High Elves, Wood Elves, currently. Oh, well, we could be seeing a Bretonia. We could see a Bretonia ban Beastmen. But I don't know how well Ice really utilises the Bretonians. Not too sure on his faction pool these days. But the other way we could see it is we could see Lizardmen ban Beastmen. That could be quite good. Lizardmen into VC, Lizardmen into Wood Elves. What else could we see here? Bretonia ban Beastmen. Oh, okay, looks like I called it. It's going to be Bretonia ban Beastmen. All right, roger that. Yes, sir. The other one I was thinking is it could be High Elves ban Beastmen. But High Elves can do well into Beastmen, so it could also be High Elves ban Wood Elves. Could have been also an interesting one. Certainly could have been an interesting one. But yeah, it looks like it is going to be the Bretonians going up against, more than likely, I would say, the Wood Elgi. But we could be seeing some Vampire Count play here. Vampire Counts with Blood Knights can do quite nicely. They cast a game with the ultimate legend that is Pantanard. He did his Bretonian force going up against the Vampire Counts. And it was a pretty fun matchup. It is a pretty fun matchup for sure. Nice. It seems I've missed a lot of games. No problem, my friend. No problem. How are you? I'm very well, thank you. Very well indeed. A little bit tired, but very well otherwise. Very well otherwise. Yeah, having a good time here tonight. Having a good time. All right, VC it is. VC it is. I think we're going to be expecting Heinrich Killer and the Triple Blood Knight crew coming in here for sure. Double White Kings, zombies, skeleton spearmen. Yeah, it's going to be the big boy stuff. It's going to be the big boy stuff. You know, these kind of plays here, these kind of plays. And then for Ice Power, we're going in with Fey Devil Paladin, and then we'll be going in with some sort of elite force, probably the Companions of Quinel, maybe a couple of the nice expensive knights, maybe coming in with some of the big boys. Big boys, anti-large, and physical resistances. You name it, they're probably going to come with it. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Maybe some Knights of the Lionhearted. I kind of like the Knights of the Lionhearted. You know, magic damage, anti-large. You know, pretty good there against most ethereal units and against Hex Race. Certainly do the good butchery as well. Yeah, can be quite nice. Can be quite nice. You know, you go here with the lady as well. Dwellers Below, Earth Blood. Shield of Thorns can be quite nice as well, actually, in some states. Yeah, against Blood Knights and stuff, can have some good resistances. Yeah, so it should be interesting. Alright, so it looks like it will end that poll. We've got about, and we've got even here, but Treasure's coming in with a lot of support. I like it. I like it. So I'd be interested to see what you guys think about this one. Do you guys think it's roughly VC favoured or Bretonian favoured? Let's get these questions in there. So who does it favour? VC. Yeah, I was just saying, Pantanonada, I cast you recently doing this game. I cast you doing this game on the channel recently. I did, you know, I think it was Triple Blood Knights, 4 or 5 units of Skeleton Spearmen, which actually have really good AP for cheap Spearman units, like 6 or 7 AP per model, with about 14, 15 bonus for large. It's pretty strong, actually. With Bucket of the Zombies, Heinrich Keller, Double White King, Krell as well. Krell actually butchers your lady, I believe, in that matchup. VC favoured 45, 50. Oh, really? Okay, okie dokie. Okie dokie. That's interesting. I guess maybe the power of healing from the side of the Vampire Counts is maybe better. Could you bring King Leon Kerr? Could you bring the Luen Leon Kerr in this matchup, maybe? Could Luen do quite nicely? Or is the man, the myth, the legend, is he too much in this matchup? He might be too much, maybe. I wonder if a Luen Leon Kerr. Yes, I saw it. I lost my Faye at the beginning. Yes, I think Krell came in with the big steel chair, unfortunately. He came in and went bonk, and lady just wasn't ready for it. I think she got a heal, but I think she shattered or something. Yeah. Pretty savage. I think you got a really nice Dweller's Blow on one of the... I seem to remember you got a gorgeous Dweller's Blow on one of the Blood Knights. You got a charge, a Dweller's Below, and then a rear charge, and you just absolutely sandwich a unit of Blood Knights. Like 1700 gold was just gone. And then 10 seconds later, boom, Faye's gone. I'm like, what is this game? And then all of a sudden at the end, where I'm like, it's done for the Bretonians. Just infinite cycle charging with perfect vigor on Knights. And I was like, oh my god. And then there was an amazing finish. But yeah, in the middle, we are going to have Blood Knights, of course. The bad boys here. Mixed in with zombies. As well as a bucket load of Spim. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including the Tithe. We are going to have only one White King. I think 2's quite nice here with Scabscrath on foot. But we are going to have the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. It's an interesting one, quite an expensive one. Heart Piercing, the Helm of Discord, Gaze in the Gash, Invocation of Heck. So no summons here. Pestilent Breath and Honourable Death. Very interesting. Looks like 3 anti-large summons, double Blood Knights, 1, 2 units of the Fellbats coming in with double Vargheists. Okay, so no Heinrich. Keller can do quite nicely, I think, but maybe not. Okay, so Grail Knights here, Grail Guardians with Knights of the Lion-Hearted and Grail Knights. Yeah, pretty good overall. Magic. Some anti-large, some not. Some heavily armor 120. After the main battle line, Peasant Bowman, Pox, regular, and regular. Yeah. In the middle here, we are going to have the Men-at-Arms, lots of Men-at-Arms, and then we are going to have the all-famous Logic Battle Farmers. So 5 units of the best farmers that have dawned on battle here are going to be reaching the front line here to go up against the Vampire Counts. And the Battle Farmers certainly are, a force not to be reckoned with. These bad boys, you can see here all of their farmer equipment. You're going to be seeing some hammers, spades, pitchforks, you name it. Whatever they can grab out of their garden, they certainly bring it. And these men, they seem angry, but actually they're just lovely and adorable. In the back, we are going to have the double paladins, one here with the Guardian, one without, and of course the Fae. Here, Dwellers, Earthblood, and the Mist of the Lady, alongside Arcane Conduit, Fae of the Fae, and the Chalice of Potions. Now, what I really like to see is Mist of the Lady, backed up by the Favour of the Fae here on some of my battle farmers. And the reason being, giving them 40 melee attack is hilarious. Not that it's any good, it's just hilarious. Watching them chew through zombies, getting hundreds of kills, and you'd be like, how did they do it? And you'd be like, and it's just a little thing between you and the game. Only you two know. But anyway, here we go, coming forward. I try him sometimes, but it's hard because VC go full air. Okay. And if you go full air with Brett, you can't fight against triple Blood Knights. I see. Yeah, I guess you've got to be careful with this matchup. I guess the best way to go is go Elite Cav, I guess. He's invested in some air, some ground. It's pretty interesting. I feel like with the VC, though, you have to make the decision as well. So, Gaze in the Gash coming downtown. What are we going to see here? Gaze in the Gash. Didn't do that much damage. I'm really surprised. This thing didn't move, and this just missed. This is going to be the one with physical resistance. I would have hit the one with Guardian if it was me. I just would have shot the one with Guardian, is where I would have gone. Getting rid of that Guardian is quite clutch. So, arrows coming over the top here. They're going to be dawning on the frontier of the zombies. The peasants look at VC zombies and see their future and present. Indeed, Hatrys. One of them looks over and goes, "Brother?" Yeah. If you die here, you will be resurrected and brought back to the force of the zombies to fight up against your own brothers and fathers. It's a bit of a horrific circle. So, Scabscraft down the front here at the Men-at-Arms. Yeah, should be doing some nice work there. Scabscraft alongside the lines of the Peasant Bowman, though. Not too bad of an option either. In the front here, we are going to see Blood Knights fighting in the middle. We are going to see I don't know what's going on here. Vargheists and Blood Dragon Vampire doing all sorts of weirdness over here on the right. Looks like a Chalice of Potions going to pull out here. Chalice of Potions is just really, really slow for me. Just Yeah, it's just so slow. I don't normally bring it because most opponents with like half decent micro can just avoid this. Yeah, fine, it just destroys a lot of zombies, but yeah, you're not seeing any value back from that. Skeleton Spearmen, sorry, zombies. Yeah, Skeleton Spearmen are moving in up against the peasant mobs and the men at arms. Some are going to get through, but you know, you want to have some of those spearmen to fight here up against the Grail Guardians. Some of the zombies here in the back. Oh, wait, we did bring Raised Dead. Did we bring Raised Dead? Oh, we did bring Raised Dead. I don't know where Raised Dead came in from, but never mind. Okay, so White King in the front here, and we are going to see some zombies in the middle, charging up here in the back of the Peasant Bowman. I'm pretty confident we didn't bring Raised Dead on our character. Never mind, we'll come back to that later. So Paladin and Fae in the middle here, they are going to be just kind of doing a bit of this in the middle. Not really sure where to go, where to call home. They are going to come after the Blood Knights, not a bad option. Charging here with the Grail Knights, maybe get a pin and then maybe get Dwellers, maybe. Could be the option. Looks like it is going to be a charge. We are going to get the Mr. Lady here, -5 melee attack. Bonus for large here for the Blood Knights, can do some work here up against the Grail Knights, but 90 armor, anti-large as well with magic damage, could certainly do some nice work. One here of the Paladins going on a bit of a walk. We are going to get a recharge there from the Vargeist, getting a little bit more of a flank charge here. Great armor piercing, 110. Can do some lovely work here up against the Grail Knights. One thing we do struggle here with Blood Knights is some armor piercing. They can really struggle with that. 38 weapon strength is not huge for a unit that costs 1700. In the middle here, the peasant farmers are going to be getting some healing alongside here the rest of the crew. Mostly going to be affecting the Knights of the Lion-Hearted. Charge here as well. Those Lancers do thump in up against the Blood Knights. And looks like we are going to get favor the Fae charging in as well. These Blood Knights do need to be supported here by the Blood Dragon Vampire. That's going to be the case. He's going to charge to the back here. Helmet Discord activated on the Fae. Fae is having some big problems here in the middle. She is not a happy lady right now. 2,400 there for her. Looks like here Overcast. Invocation is going to heal here in the middle. This Blood Dragon Vampire Lord is getting shot quite a bit. He's going to be very, very careful. Dwellers in the front. Is going to go after zombies and the Skeleton Spearmen. I think perhaps we just don't want this pushing forward, perhaps. There's a lot of mana there to invest here on the front. Yeah, interesting choices, Yeah, Skeleton Spearmen here do take quite a bit of a punch, but we are going to see the Peasant Bowman firing over the top. Invocation can be used here on the Blood Dragon Vampire. We can see here the Blood Knights and the Vargeist, they are going to be struggling. Vargeist are great AP. Can we see them flying over the top here and dealing with some of these archers? If we can then start taking apart the Knights. Earthbloods do need to come through a lot quicker, but we can see here healing is going to go down. In the middle, peasant mobs are going to be holding off Skeleton Spearmen. You've never seen battle farmers just like these. These are very veteran ones indeed, holding off the dreaded Spearmen. In the back here, Vargeist getting shot down here by the peasant Pox arrows, and a couple in the middle here, you can see two Vargeist are going to be crumbling into dust. In the middle, we are going to see the Blood Dragon Vampire healing. Arrows are going to be getting shot in the sky, taking unnecessary damage in my personal opinion. We certainly want to get on here and start pressuring at some point. Scrath could go down the line here. That'd be some lovely damage. In the middle, though, it looks like here the Fate is going to be running away. 2,300 health for her. Healing camp not yet present. In the back here, we are going to be pushing off some of the Pox arrows. In the middle here, the unfortunate falling Vargeists. One left here, 48 HP, is going to be breaking the Peasant Bowman. And we might be able to clear up here with some more. In the back, though, the Elite Battle Farmers are going to fall. The Men-at-Arms, though, they were holding, but here they do fall to the dreaded Spearmen. And charging in the front here, we are going to have a bunch of Grail Knights thumping. I think the intended target was the White King, but we will see. We will see. So the Fate is going to charge in. There's going to be a heal here with the Devil Paladins charging in up against the Blood Knights. Two units are going to be fighting. This one should fall. 12 models, -52. That is going to be a pretty quick crumble. Charging in here with the Vargeist. They do get negative melee attack, but of course here that armor piercing should help carry the day. Got to see here what's going to happen in Helmet Discord. Lovely stuff coming in. Blood Dragon Vampire chopping on top of Fae here. Ice Power taking the lead, charging in here with the Grail Knights. But of course here, negative melee attack, melee defense is certainly going to hurt them quite a bit. Now, do we have any sort of summons in here that we can... Oh, that Blood Dragon Vampire is getting wrecked here. Arrows still are going to be falling in at quite some speed. And you can see the Blood Knights falling. Can we get an invocation here maybe on the Blood Dragon Vampire? Arrows shooting over the top. Yeah, very nice performance here from the Bretonian side of things. Ice Power really pulling through. That's going to be the end. That's army losses. GG's and well played. Yeah, very well played. Yeah, nice stuff indeed. Yeah, the Fae was just too much. I think in this matchup, you keep the Fae alive and she normally does the work. The peasants were like, nope. They were like, yep, I left the kettle on at home. Peace. And that was them done. So 960 there for the Fae Enchantress with 550, 650 for the Paladins. The double sim combo doing quite nicely there with the Fae. A little bit under regular there for the Fae, but she was getting charged down quite a bit there by the Blood Dragon Vampire. I think Blood Dragon Vampire maybe. I'm not the world's biggest fan. Not the world's biggest fan in this matchup. I don't know. An interesting one. Interesting one to think about. 81, 105, 47, 79, and 350 here. 350. These men coming in at triple, 3.5 times their value exactly. Only for 3 kills. Those 3 kills must have been very, very important. God damn it. What absolute heroes here. Absolute heroes. So 150 kills there, 250, 110 kills for 190, 91 there for 130, and 53 for 150 there for the men-at-arms. We are going to have 1,150 here for the Peasant Bowman, 690, 890, and 612. Yeah, Peasant Bowman, if left uncompromised, will do some big work. Scab Scraps by double White Kings, I think it's quite nice. You could just really, you know, if you get all 6 of your Scab Scraps off, you can comfortably delete 4 archers. But, you know, it really depends how you want to play it. 733 there for the Knights of the Lion-Hearted, with 1,150 there for the Grail Knights, 996, and 1,200 for the Grail Guardians. Yeah, very strong indeed. Very strong. Nice game for both of these players. Nice game indeed. Ice Power left, but Ice Power's up. GG's indeed. GG's indeed. Very good show from Tretch. Yeah, very well played to both players. Very well played. Very well played. Ah, he's back. Nice. Alright, so now we'll be getting in Mr. Hadries. You're going to be up. Hey, Moore, how are we? Welcome, my friend. How are you? It feels like such a long time since I've seen you on the channel, my friend. We need to sort that out. We need to sort that out. Get you one here. Oof, really tough breath attack, targeting, nothing. But oh, I missed that one actually. I did miss that one. No dramas. Alright, so we're going to have Mr. Hadries going up against Ice Power. But well played to Tretch. Thank you very much for him coming on and doing some good work. Tretch is scary at the moment. Difficult build to beat. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I don't know how you guys feel about that one, but I truly feel like yeah, it's pretty tough. A few say Brett preferred, some say VC, some say even. I feel like both sides you got to decide which way you want to go with it. I think the safest way is to always go heavy on the cavalry, go triple Blood Knights and Heinrich Keller with some assistance there with double White Kings. But maybe Moore can, you know, Moore and Bo Moore and some of you guys that the VC players can drop in there with some of that juicy knowledge. It's been a long time, but yeah, man, yeah. It'd be nice to see you getting back on and playing a couple of games before Warhammer 3, before the big dreaded change. Before the end times, I'm sure for... yeah, pitch battles certainly aren't going anywhere for sure, I don't think. We'll certainly be seeing some of those throughout the days. And in Warhammer 3, you know, we're seeing an ultimate amount of factions coming through, and you know there will be some difficult periods of balancing and stuff, but you know it should be pretty fun. Should be pretty fun. And of course, there's going to be an infinite amount more factions coming in as well, and yeah, it's going to be pretty good. It's going to be pretty good. I do not like flying versus Brett. Yeah, see, the same for me, more. The same for me. When I've played it, I only really played it on the Bretonnian side, but I feel like I'm always pretty comfortable when they go pretty heavily invested on the Skyforce. Logic Howls, the picks and duns for best of 5. Pick 2, same. I actually have no idea. Yeah, pick 2. There we go. So, we are going to have Hadries here up against Ice Power. Should be scary. And I feel like Vargeist always disappoint. Yeah, Vargeist are extremely powerful. They can be really, really good soak machines, though, for like, you know, if someone's not, you know, if someone decides to fire their archers into the Vargeist, I'm happy. Because I'm like, cool. My boys are just absorbing damage. So, Oakenhammer is the map. So Icepower against Hadries, an old school matchup indeed. These bad boys certainly been running against each other in the past. So let's get the maps online. Yo, Tizu, how we doing, my friend? How we doing? Welcome. Need to go, guys. Good luck to both players. Thank you very much, Pentelanard. You enjoy your evening, my friend. Don't drink too much and enjoy yourself. So it should be Hadries to start. Let's update this here. So it was first victory there for Icepower, second victory for Tretch, and then a third and final there coming in for Icepower. Lovely stuff. So Hadries, Icepower. So Hadries to start. Alrighty, so guys, welcome to the final. For those that may be just joining us, if you don't know me, my name's Logic. I do a lot of casting here for the multiplayer scene for Warhammer 2, and now moving into Warhammer 3. You shall be seeing some content coming from me in the very short future. And for those that don't know me, I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff on Domination. I probably should be carrying on with pitch battles as well, if we can get that up and running at a sensible pace. I don't know how long it will take to get in. I'll certainly be covering it when Mortal Empires comes in. There'll be some more stuff there as well. I do have Twitch, for those that don't know. I might pop onto Twitch tonight, or it might be tomorrow that I return back to Twitch. It's been a moment since I've been there, but I try and cast there and do some games and have some fun when I can. So feel free to go follow me there. I normally do some come at me bros on quick battles, or I do, you know, sort of King of the Hills, all those kind of things, you know, all of the usual stuff where all of you guys can get involved and have a good time. We've got some really nice events coming up, and there should be some good stuff to come forward for sure. We need to nerf Icepower. Indeed, I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Yeah. So first round we had Hadries up against WARHAMMER. Then we had Icepower going up against Tretch for another strong matchup, and now a super strong matchup to finish with Icepower going up against Hadries. So 4 very strong players here in the final. 4 very strong players for sure. Very strong. Yeah, very powerful. So it looks like it's going to be Chaos Wood Elves to start. Yeah, pretty common picks here. Chaos Wood Elves. Sure. I think we'll probably be seeing the Dark Elves here, because Dark Elves will probably force the Wood Elf matchup if Icepower wants it. If he wants the Chaos matchup, Beastmen probably. Okay, Empire. Oh yeah, Empire's a good choice. Empire will probably force the Chaos matchup. Gromskins. Alright, Gromskins. Yeah, it's gotta be Chaos, isn't it? Gromskins. Okay, Gromskins is gonna be yeah, Greenskins is going to be a strong one. But yes, so for any of you that are joining me, do feel free to obviously smash that like button. It really helps here on the channel. Counts as an interaction, and certainly widens out the projection of this channel and the live stream to the wider audience. So hopefully we can draw more new players here into the leagues of the multiplayer scene for Total Warhammer. And secondly, do feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help here on the channel quite a bit. I'll have to check my builds. Roger that, Mr. Hadries. Roger that. Old school Chaos would do quite nicely up against Greenskins. It's always I think it's always been Greenskin favoured, but I think you can do quite nicely. Wood Elves, you know, can have a tough time, but can do well as well. You know, it depends on the micro of both sides. Bit of a skirmish for sure, but you know, we can see some interesting things. Let's grab a drink of water here while we wait. It looks like here Mr. Bobtress has changed his name to Table. Don't know why. Mr. Bobtress, you have some things to answer for, clearly. I think I see Hadri's here going with Chaos. Chaos does have other applications, but so does Wood Elves. I think Wood Elves is a much... I don't know, they're both really strong counterfactions. It's a tough one to know where to go here. You've got to think about the future. You know Dark Elves is going to be around the corner at some point, and it's a very strong pick there. So that's going to counter Chaos. It's going to counter Beastmen. It can be used up against Lisman, although we do see Ice Power lose to that. I think Chaos has got to be the pick for Hadri's, because he's got to have Wood Elves in the back pocket just in case we do see the Dark Elves, I think. Yeah, it's got to be there. It's got to be there, I think. I think Chaos is a good counter, and it's good enough here up against the Greenskins, I think. Empire can be saved. It's always good to have there. You know, Empire can do well against both of those for sure. I think it loses to Chaos more often than not. But, yeah. It's from the Clan War where they named themselves Round Table and Knights. Where he was the table. Oh, right, I see. Thanks, Cypher. Alrighty, so on Oakenhammer, pretty open map, should be pretty decent. So for the first three maps, I haven't put in the rest yet, just in case. But we got Oakenhammer, Astilian Tomb, and Gorkazan. They're certainly going to be the first grouping of maps. I can just put in the other two now, to be fair. So to finish off, we are going to have Prague, and then we are going to be having Southern Chaos Wastes. Yeah, pretty decent maps overall. Yeah, pretty good, fun, competitive maps. But yeah, they do quite nicely. So it looks like the Grumskins are ready for Ice Power. So I assume we'll see some mass skirmish cav kind of play. Maybe 4 of the Archer Wolf Riders, probably 2 of the Spider Riders. You'll be seeing probably... You could see 2 regiments around, but more likely just going to be the Morgans Maggie Marauders from the Wolves. Giving ITP and AP is pretty nice. You know, the 2 upgrades that you certainly are worth paying for, in my opinion. Especially on a unit with 92 speed, like, it's absurd. But you're probably going to see double Marauder Horse Masters with 4 units of Marauder Horsemen, mass infantry on both sides. You're going to see goblins. You're going to be seeing all sorts of things here. Okay. Not quite then, I guess. Okay. We are going to see the dreaded counter. So, double Manticores in the sky, 4 units of the Warhounds, 3 units of Throwing Axes, double Chosen Halberds. Oh, the boys! They're in! Look at them. The full metal men themselves. Chosen Halberds, 56 melee defense. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Double Marauders, triple Marauders here of the regular variety, and Sartorial the Everwatcher. So, stand or die. Arcane Conduit, Final Transmutation, Plague of Rust, and Unbreakable, of course, are the big man. Here with a Soul of Damnation to counter all that kite. Yeah, so we see the pockets of 3. Goblin Wolfrider Archers. Let's have a look here. So the Morgoth Magni Marauders, double Spider Riders. So there's triple Spider Riders, so it looks like 1 for each. So triple of the Goblin Wolfriders, triple of the Spider Riders. Goblins here in the front, mixing with double Black Orcs, the Stone Trolls, Goblins, and the Hammer of Gork. Should be interesting. Giant River Troll Hag here for Spirit Leech, with the Grom the Paunch, the Goblin Big Boss, with they need stabbing. And looks like here we are going to be having the Lucky Banner, as well as the Great Indus here, and Language of the Boys. If the Giant River Troll Hag, Spirit Leech, I think Mither is pretty nice. And Overwhelming Odor is also pretty decent. Some people take Mither, some people don't. It's up to you. If you got the funds, why not? And it looks like here 1 unit of the Orc War Chariots. They're going to be busy here. They're going to want to cycle all over the face of the Chosen. If they don't get on those Chosen, it's going to be painful. So, hatch your bets. Let's get this poll up and rolling. Who are we going to be supporting today? Are we here for the Ice Power, or are we here for Hadri's? Are you here for old school or new school? What are we thinking? Irate Knights here. Actually, sold my soul here, and I've been trying some Chaos. Yeah, Chaos Knights are pretty decent. Alright, so solid damnation shot out the front. We're going to go hit this nice little bit of tracking here from this bad boy. Looks like the aim was for the Giant River Troll Hag. I wouldn't mind seeing coming off the Morgus Mega Marauders, but you can see a nice position behind the rock is going to be pretty good. Still coming after the River Troll Hag. This one's going to be an overcast with damage coming downtown. That's going to be an overcast Spirit Leech here on the Sword of Damnation. Now, regen will fix up the Giant River Troll Hag. You can see she's taking a significant amount of damage. Arrows here are going to be going down, trying to see if we can get on top of the gorgeous Chaos Fire Manticles. Triple Terror is certainly no joke indeed. And the last thing with Sarthoron, we can push forward here with all this skirmish, and, you know, 50% missile resistance is pretty nice. Yeah, I think the Chaos... I think I like Chaos Lance with Lancers in this matchup. I think they're very strong indeed, and they can really thump in the whip here up against the good old Gromby. Yeah, Gromby and the Orc-Ball Chariot certainly struggle up against those Lance varieties for sure. But Stone Trolls here going to be waiting. You know, throwing axes here are ready to go. Throwing axes can do certainly a big juicy number here for sure. Son of Damnation going to be protected here by a single unit of the Chaos Marauders. There's going to be another Overcast Spirit Leech here, I think, coming in for the Giant River Troll Hag. Yeah, another Overcast Spirit Leech. Big shots here are going to... I don't know how that misses the Giant River Troll Hag. I have no idea how that misses. The thing didn't move, and it missed, apparently. You can see here, coming closer and closer, is going to be the Hammer of Gork. That's going to try and see if it can slap on top of the Sword of Damnation. You've got to accept that the Sword of Damnation just gets countered by the Giant River Troll Hag, pretty much. This thing is kind of stopped at the front. It's an interesting choice. Throwing axes are in. River Troll Hag could get dealt with here. It doesn't have ITP, so Terror is a true thing here for it. But Sword of Damnation could be used here to shoot maybe some of the Black Orcs. I think the Black Orcs are certainly a big threat for sure. I think killing the Black Orcs is important. Where are we going down here? So we're going after Grom. Gromby's going to be getting a shot here from behind. Double Manticles in, and we do lose the Giant River Troll Hag. That's a bit of an unfortunate event going on there in the middle. Michael coming a lot here on the Skirmish Cav. Did leave the Giant River Troll Hag in behind. This is now going to be a bit of a goon attempt. Charging in here. The Great Innes here, giving melee attack, leadership, and all the good stuff. Sarthoron charges in to kind of blockade so we get out the Manticores. And Sarthoron maybe might be getting a final transportation overcast here on the middle. That would be very nice indeed. Giant River Troll Hag, could we get one of the Manticores over the top? Maybe get some of the throwing axes in the back here to deal with her? Only time will tell. Doggos in the back are going to be chasing up against the Forest Spider Riders and the rest and the co. And they're going to be ripping them apart pretty nicely. They're going to be keeping them busy for sure. Throwing axes here, going to be bonking here on top of Grom the Paunch. That's physical resistance, sorry, that damage resistance, 40% coming in from Lucky Banner. And it's like the River Troll Hag is back. Manticore coming over, that could be the end of days there for the Giant River Troll. Yeah, it looks like it could be a huge bonk here in the flank. That's not quite a hit. Apparently 50 charge bonus is not enough to bonk on the 32 melee defense. Spirit Leech there is going to cause some damage here on the Feral Manticore. And that's some good guaranteed damage. Yeah, some nice stuff there. Grom the Paunch coming in the back here with the Sneaky Goblin Big Boss. Looks like here we are going to be trying to goon out one of the Feral Manticores. But we could get some hits in return here onto the Grom. The Morgus Mega Marauders here going to be firing. They'll do some lovely damage, but you have lost the Chaos Fairy Manticore and not killed the Giant River Troll Hag. Very interesting indeed. Grom, though, is weak. Grom is weak for sure. Sarthoron the Everwatcher is getting away. He does have a reduction in armor down to 0. You can see the Chosen Halberds fighting in the middle against those Gobbos. Those Gobbos do not know who they pissed off this morning. But here in the back, we are going to see some of the Spider Riders and the Goblin Wolf Riders charging in the back up against the Marauder, throwing axes. They're going to break pretty quickly here. WAR has been activated. There's going to be some serious increase to melee attack and base weapon damage. In the middle here, the Goblin Big Bosses and all of the Hero Core going hard. You can see the Chosen Halberds will do some work. Very surprised to see the Giant River Troll Hag in here. It is rather weak after all. So it's just going to be a little bit of cycle charging. Grom can do some lovely work there in the front. In the middle pocket, though, there's just going to be a bucket load of Black Orcs. I think Black Orcs could have got slapped pretty nicely here. But the Solid Damnation, yeah, now starting to pay for itself. In the back here, we are going to be shooting off with... is that Good Luck Have Fun? Oh, it's Good Luck Have Fun. I thought it was GG's Well Played. I thought it was a bit early. But there we go. We do see here in the middle, the Blob is coming up against the Marauder throwing axes. We still do have Terror here for Sarthorial. Spirit Leech on the Chosen Halberds. I think it's a bit of a shame not to be chasing off the Giant River Troll Hag, or at least put some more pressure on it. Because it's just going to be Spirit Leeching here and doing some absurd damage here up against your elite units. Chosen Halberd, I mean, these goblins are holding for an absolute eternity here up against these Chosen Halberds. But we should be able to move in now and do the work. You can see the Giant River Troll Hag is going to be suffering here a little bit. The balance of power is going to be pulling pretty heavily for ice power. Sartorial will be in, but ITP for the Black Hawks is not really where you want Sartorial. But you do need something to help fight here up against the Black Hawks. Here coming in the Marauders with the throwing axes. Is this going to be army losses? We are wavering quite heavily here. That is going to be army losses. Alright, GG's well played here coming from both players. And that's going to be they need stabbing Arcane Conduit for Sartorial. Solid Damnation, though, still going pretty hard. This bad boy should be able to slap here up against the Black Hawks. And yeah, the little pocket here. We didn't see any final transmutations as far as I'm aware. I didn't see any final transmutations here in the middle, which was quite surprising. Did I see any? I don't think I did. I might be getting tired at this point, but I don't think I saw any. Solid Damnation is still going to be going rock hard here in the middle. Solid Damnation is still going strong here. Up against the middle forces. It's going to be getting a lot of stuff. But yeah. It looks like he wants to finish off. Come on, Chaos Dwarves. The boys, they've got it. I believe in them. Yeah, I think they might be dead here. Blood has been activated. That's increased vigor here for the Solid Damnation crew. A highly looked after trait here for an artillery piece. Incredible stuff. Hammer of Gork is going to be going mental, wailing all over the face of his own goblins. I think the goblins, I don't know if their own artillery fire is a negative. It looks like it doesn't. I would certainly be terrified if I was getting shot by my own Hammer of Gork. But one model left here will get cleaned up by the Goblin Wolf Riders. Hey, Nick Colby, how we doing? There was one FT. Oh, there was one final translation. Okay. Hey, Eldrin, how we doing? What's up? What's up? That hell cannon into the I didn't see it into the halberds, to be fair. Yeah, Hammer got 900. So for Hadri is 1,587. Yeah, pretty good overall. 92, 66, and 0. Looks like here we got 750 and also 580 there for the Chosen Halberds. 420, 125, and 340 there for the Broader Throwing Axes. 102 there for the Doggos with 194 and also here with 126. 380, 480 there for the Chaos Pharaoh Manticores with 1,400 for the Soul of Damnation. So 1,300 for Grom, 845 there for the Goblin Big Boss, 977 for the Giant River Troll Hag with 147, 200, 240 and 50 for the Gobos. Blackhawks in at 500 and 600 with 760 for the Orc-Board Chariots with 730, 222, 550, 480, 600 and 880 for the Skirmish Cavalry. 1,100 for the Stone Trolls with, of course, as we saw, 901 for the Hammer of Gork. Very good, very good. Alright, so for the next map, I believe we are on Estalian Tomb. Estalian Tomb, so welcome to Estalia, gentlemen. Make sure you're ready here for all sorts of chattery. I don't know how Conan was shooting at the Giant Visual Hag, but... yeah, I think it's an interesting one. Would I have shot the Black Orcs? It's a tough one, really. Sorry, I'm getting pinged here. Let me check. Alright, everybody, so you can see here on the chat that F&G has just left something here. And so F&G has left a bit of a stuff about the Fruit Rules 3.0 moving into Warhammer 3. So feel free if you've got any questions about rules there. It looks like they are going to be doing Fruit Rules for land battles, or, you know, as I call them, pitch battles. You know, they will be doing some stuff in there. So if you've got any questions, hop onto my Discord. You'll see them there in general. And I'll pin that there for you guys so you can see that in the future. It will pin that there so we can see that there. So I pin that there for you, F&G, just in case anybody has any questions. So if you have any questions, do feel free to pop on there. So I'll go TKVC. Undead Scum. I'll take the lizards. Yep. I think here you're going to be seeing... I think... Ooh, I just go with lizards. I think TK is going to be seen. TK is just the obvious way to go here, I think. We could see VC and see Ice Power try, I guess. But I think, you know, if you're going for the dub skis, I think that TK are the way to go. Cool, thanks. Great hope is no rules will be needed for domination. I'm pretty sure we'll probably need less than 5 rules for domination. I reckon it's the biggest problem is going to be trying to balance the land battles. Good luck with that one. Oh dear God, I have no idea how you're going to balance that. I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue. But I wish you the best of luck, my friend. I wish you the best of luck. Toon Quangs. Oh yeah. Astalia awaits, gentlemen. Astalia awaits. But yeah, feel free to get in touch with F&G and he'll get in touch with the team and, you know, we can go through and get those rules set up for Warhammer 3. And, you know, I'll be doing some pitch battle stuff. We'll be doing also some... we're doing some domination stuff as well, so feel free to keep in touch there. Logic, how would you like the dwarves to have mounted goats, chariots, and riders? So the thing, Eldrin, I'm pretty sure lore-wise, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I'm 95% sure there are no goat riders in Warhammer. I'm pretty sure. I've not heard of any. It's more of a Lord of the Rings thing, I'm pretty sure. But would I love it? Yes, 100%. But will we see it? I don't think so. Sadly, I don't think so, because I don't think it's Warhammer lore. It could be. Maybe there's just something I've not seen, or maybe missed over or something. But I've not heard of anything. I've only heard it from Lord of the Rings. But it would be awesome. Yeah, 100% it would be awesome. Yeah. Yeah, you could certainly see them coming in with maybe Bugman. You know, Bugman coming in with maybe like a regiment of renowned Bugman unit coming in with some goat riders. Yeah, 100%. You could see it. But I've never heard about it in lore. So possibly. Yeah, yeah, indeed, F&G. Yep. Yeah, good luck, my friend. Good luck. Tzeentch and Nurgle are gonna be hard for you. I think Tzeentch is gonna be incredibly hard to balance. I don't know how you're gonna do it. But I wish you the best of luck. Nurgle is just gonna be garbage to play in land battles. I think they're just gonna be pure garbage to play. I'm sure somebody out there will find a way to play them, as we always do. But in the early stage, they are gonna be painful to watch. Try and play land battles, because they are just not built for it. They are not built for it. There are also no goat riders in Lord of the Rings. Oh, I see what you mean, Hobbit films. Excuse me, Mr. Bowmore. I like the Hobbit films. To be fair, the one thing, they do leave out the best thing of the Hobbit films. Like, they do leave out the massive battle. The Battle of the Four Races or something. I can't remember what it's called, but it's really cool. It's really cool. What's wrong with the Hobbit films, Mr. Bowmore? Oh, that sucks. I know there are fantasy stories where I have them. Yeah, the thing is that orcs, goblins, riding wolves, boars. Yeah, see, the thing is that a lot of stuff that like dwarves could ride, they just don't here. Like, so for example, one thing that I would love to have, but I know would be incredibly overpowered, would be have a master engineer in a gyrocopter, or a gyro bomber would be even better. But I think a lot of people would hate me. Or have it in a brimstone gun would be very nice. Yeah. And a master engineer with a nice overpowered brimstone gun gyro bomber. Oh, now you're talking. We did that. Me and Ducky did a sort of like a come at each other sort of thing on the SFO mod, and I bought dwarves against him. I think he had like greenskins and I had Dowie. I bought a master engineer in a brimstone gyrocopter, and his dwarves ate it. His greenskins ate it hard. It was good fun. Anyway, what's wrong with the Hobbit films? What's wrong with my Hobbitses? Eh? I think you have a lot to ask for, Mr. Bowmore. You know, I need to have a chat, I think. But yeah, it'd be cool if we could have them. But yeah, sadly, I can't think of anything they do ride, really. But there's a lot of things you can do. You can bring in stone golems. You can bring in all sorts of weird artillery. They have this weird artillery piece that launches throwing axes, and not just like regular size throwing axes, like flip off huge throwing axes. Literally launches them up and then just flings them. Like, they wouldn't have massive range, but they'd have bucket loads of AP, I'm sure. Hey, CJ, yeah, it's going to be some TK here from Ice Power. Certainly saw him practice with them a couple of months ago, and he got pretty good with them, I must admit. He got pretty good with them here. You're going to be seeing all sorts of chariot mess, I'm sure, but it should be pretty fun. But yeah, I mean, as far as we can see here from the Dowie and mobility, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. For now, the cavalry will be the slayers. Not sad about it, but you know, certainly could be better. Maybe floating anvils could be a thing. Anvil riders could be a thing. Dwarf shield walls are about as legendary as elven archers. Yeah, it's true. Oh no, don't get me started about the Hobbit trilogy. You'll never hear the end. Oh, I see, Bowmore. I see. And here we go, people. This is where you see that Bowmore shows his real colours. I thought I knew you. All jokes aside, Kroggar here on the horny one. Here with the Hand of the Gods and the Sacred Spawning of Exotl. Pretty competitive kit there. I really like this here from Ice Power for sure. Oh, sorry, from Hadrian's, in fact. We are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 units of the Saurus Warriors. These bad boys coming in with the triple silver chevrons. Actually, if you go 1 tick higher, you actually get in there with the extra vigor mode. I think the extra vigor comes in at 1 gold chevron. And then you get the next vigor buff on the triple gold. But Feral Cobbons here in the back. Double Feral Cobbons made that triple of the Clever Girls. Made that quadruple Clever Girls. Very nice. Here with the Solar Engines, the bad boys in tow, with the cohort of Sotek. And where's the little skinky boy? There he is. We are going to have the Beastcaster himself. Here with the transformation of Gadon and the Warson's Wild Form. Yeah, very strong. Very strong indeed. But Warson's Wild Form here on Kroggar. This man certainly bumps in the whip. 150 armor, great AP damage, you can't complain. So, carrying in the sky here, macked up by Ark in the Black here with a Tomb Prince. Tomb Prince coming naked, so no Guardian, nothing. Pretty interesting. We are going to have Ark in the Black there with the Tomb Blade of Arkan, Staff in the Gash, as well as Spirit Leech and the Curse. We are going to be having the second unit of Carrion. Front line here of the Skeleton Warriors. Skeleton Spearmen here dotted throughout the pockets, including the Chosen of the Gods, alongside the Ushopti Great Bows with triple of the Devastating Chariots. In the back, Nickel-Hunter Horsemen, very strong indeed here, backed up by more Skeleton Spearmen. Yeah, interesting choices. Strong indeed. Would be fun to have a Dragon Blood Drake Lizardmen who also have breath attacks, who can also fly. Fun to have a dragon-blooded Drake Lizardmen. Not too sure about that one. Although I still enjoy them. Bowmore, I do agree. I kind of wish they were the other way around, and all the rings had the better CGI. Although I do enjoy them. I do think the one thing I will say as a negative towards the Hobbits is the fact that the Hobbitses were kind of spread a little bit too much, I think. 3 films was a bit much considering it was 1 book. I think it's probably the way to put that. But yeah, but also I do think it would be, you know, pretty bad to redo such an amazing piece of such an amazing film as Lord of the Rings. So goddamn good. Anyway, Manticore in the middle here is going to be summoned, pushing into the pocket. The Chosen of the Gods here are going to be getting donked on here a little bit, coming in here. Where's the bad boys? Here they are, the Bastiladons. Bastiladons are going to be getting shot. No healing here, of course. All set, good luck, have fun. 360 no scopers at the front up against the Skeleton Chariots, and here the Source Warriors, yeah, they're going to be getting bonked on here by these chariots. But 18 armor piercing per model here for the Source Warriors. Those maces certainly do thump pretty hard in the whip, and we can see here in the middle we are going to have the Ferromanticore charging here into the face of the Chosen of the Gods. Nickel-Hunter Horsemen here are going to be charging down to save their big bony brothers. But shots coming in here, the are not certainly not happy here in the middle. Neckar Horseman could certainly get in and do some work here, get some rear charges. You can see the open pocket here. You can see Hatred is kind of bottlenecked in here a little bit. So we could see the cavalry come around the outside and doing some lovely rear charge work here up against the Saurus Warriors. The boys here are going to be shooting in, going to be deleting a lot of the shot to great bows here on the right. But here we can see Skink Priest getting in here, some more Saurus Warriors getting in. I'd like to see Krokgar getting into the pocket and finding Ark the Black. Where is the man, the myth, the legend? There he is. He's one hand of the gods away there from dying for sure. And if we could see that there from Krokgar, that'd be quite nice. But the anti-large man himself going to be fighting here up against the skeleton chariots, doing some lovely work indeed, I must say so. But he's going to be down to 6 models out of 9 here so far. Doing some nice work overall. So we do break the Bastiladon. We are going to push off there with the Carrion. Poison shots coming in up against the Carrion, but that's not going to be enough. We are going to see the boy here getting pushed off the edge of the map. That is a sad sight for any Lizardman main. And it looks like here we are going to get the Realm of the Souls 3, 336 healing. Here with the Realms of Yushapti, ready to get that beautiful summon in the middle. And that beautiful summon could be, oh, it's going to be at the back here. Going to be coming up here up against the double Saurus Warriors. Wouldn't mind actually seeing it, maybe putting a bit of pressure here on the Solar Engine. But looks like it's going to rear charge here up against the Saurus Warriors on the front. And here the skeletons here with the pokey sticks are going to be holding pretty nice here to allow the Ubus to do the stuff they normally do. In the middle though, I do find that Krokgar is going to be in a little bit of a weird location. I like to see him rotating here, getting a bit more pressure on the Tomb Prince with the fire weakness, you know, Hand of the Gods here in the middle maybe. You know, get him through. I don't think fighting up against these skeleton spearmen is all that important. In the back here, we are going to find Feral Cold Ones. The Cold Girls indeed are going to be doing all the good stuff. Oh, could we see a 360? Oh, what a no-scope. Straight up against the Tomb Prince. Yeah, this one's certainly got his 4x zoom on, 100%. In the middle here, though, Overcast Spirit Leech here on Krokgar. He's going to fight up against the Tomb Prince. He will win here pretty handedly. The bad boy certainly has some good bonuses. Haven't seen the second Manticore coming through. Looks like it's going to be a 360 yet again up against the Tomb Prince. Arkin, and this is very nice from Ice Power. Arkin is going to be, look, all the way over here, so far away from Krokgar, and that is so key here. And Krokgar is going to be charging here up against the Feral Cold Girls. They do rampage straight back into combat. It's going to be relatively close. Ice Power is going to be taking the lead here. We do see the Shopti, the Chosen in the back here, are going to be donking onto the front door here. Looks like they're actually shooting the back there up against the Feral Cold Girls. But it looks like here the Tomb Prince is going to be going down. So we have the Skink Priest and Krokgar doing some work. Could we get a Hand of the Gods? Can we get Krokgar in and round and get a Hand of Gods with a nice good shotgun there into the back of Ark the Black? That could change the tide of the battle here for sure. In the middle, Yushapti Great Bows, they do need to be taken down. Missed there up against Ark the Black. 360 needs to be recalibrated just a little bit there in the middle. And he's going to be going around the back here. He's going around the back door, and that's going to be another Overcast Spirit Leech here. There's been 2 or 3 overcasts and no damage here from Ark, and he's certainly flipping the coin there and getting lucky. This man certainly should go betting for sure. In the middle, we are going to see Neckar Horseman charging up against Krokgar. Sacred Spawning has been activated. Do we have anything here that can help him, though? He's going to leap and bound and kind of smash here up against the Horseman. Can we get the Source Warriors in to do the good work? It all depends. But the Shopti here getting some good drawback. The cohorts, so they're going to be holding pretty strong here. 12 models, 220 HP. That's enough there for any man to get some good work out of them. But in the middle here, we are now starting to lose some of the spearmen. Neckar Horseman going to be falling here under the pressure. Balance about pretty even. The Bastiladon here. Now we need to see the 360 no scopes. Oh, nice hit to the face there. Lovely stuff. And that's going to debuff here Arkan as well. Staff Nagash activated. Could see some more Spirit Leeches coming in. But a couple of overcasts. That is going to be an overcast damage there. So I'm expecting a Spirit Leech here on Krokgar. Yes, Krokgar indeed taking some more damage here. But that overcast, whilst fighting here up against the big armor-piercing Bastiladon, could be interesting. Arkan not known for his armor-piercing prowess, or even his melee combat prowess, indeed. So good struggle there up against the big bad Bastiladon, indeed. In the middle here, let's not refuse to die, activated with the cohort of Sotek. Moving in here with the Saurus Warriors, going to be beating apart the front line. Saurus Warriors have been very busy and being held off here by these skeleton spearmen. More Saurus Warriors getting in the back here. Neckar Horseman going to be kind of the only stop hold here up against the Chosen of the Gods. Might we get some chariots in here and do some work as well, maybe. It all depends here. We can find out here later on this episode. But in the back here, we do have the Bastiladon Solar Engine. Perhaps could do a 360 no-scope yet again. Are we going to get that 4x zoom, or are we going to see a bit of a recalibration here? Let's have a look. What sort of ammunition? 1 left here. You have 1 chance, 1 opportunity. Boom. Big hit. Juicy here. That was needed indeed. Arkan now going to be running tail between legs, as we do see here the Carrion chasing off the feral Clever Girls. In the back here, the Chosen of the Gods going to be scooting and shooting here up against these Saurus Warriors. Cold-blooded activated here for these bad boys in the middle. We can see some of those chariots cycling all over the face here of the Saurus Warriors in the back. Nice little rampaging Saurus Warriors here, backed up by Skink Priests up against these Skeleton Spearmen. Once they drop though, we'll have to be careful with how we utilize the rest of the forces. How many Hands of the Gods have we seen? I don't know if we've seen a single Hand of the Gods yet. In the back here, we are going to be having Krokgar fighting. Sacred Spawning of Exotl has been activated. Hadri's here, going to be going strong up against the Nekahara Horseman. He's actually large armor piercing. We haven't really seen any sort of activation. I'd actually like to see if we could get a Wilson's Wild Form maybe on a Saurus Warrior here. Maybe one on the front. Get a bit of protection here up against the Nekahara Horseman. They can certainly also give a good bit of AP punch backwards. Getting low is going to be Krokgar. If we lose Krokgar without a Hand of the Gods here on Arkan, this is going to be tough. Arkan's coming in for the Spirit Leech for sure. He's coming in for the Spirit Leech for sure. You need to be ready with that Hand of the Gods to turn and burn. He doesn't catch. It's 100 meters. You've got to get close. But he knows if he goes in too close here, Hand of the Gods will burn his face off. So we have to be careful there. Hand of the Gods comes in. Oh, not quite what we're seeing here. I don't know how so many of them missed, but that is a miss, and that is really unfortunate. That's going to be 2 minutes on the clock here before we get another one coming back. Nekahara Horseman here. We're going to be kiting a little bit. Skeleton Chariots are in doing the work. Still has some Wilson's Wild Form here ready to go. You see in the back here, Nekahara Horsemen are going to be crumbling. Negative 29, just ignore them. Bastiladon charging in here. Arkan could come forward. He's really trying to get onto that Spirit Leech on Krokgar. Krokgar just needs to stay away. Wait for another Hand of the Gods and see if we can do the good work here. So, what we're going to be shooting is the Bastiladon. 8 models left here. 1 ammunition. Once we run out there, we're just going to have to fight in with the Chosen of the Gods. Not really too much more to be done there. Could we... Oh, maybe. Wilson's Wild Form on the Skink Priest. It's too much AP for the Chosen of the Gods. It's not really worth it. It's hard to say. Oh, a late game Manticore comes in. Oh, baby. We're going to see the Manticore in here. Nice and late stage. I like to see that. Manticore is going to come after the backside of Arkan for sure. Let's get it in there, baby. Let's get it in there. Come on, Hadri's. Show me how it's done. It looks like here, Arkan the Black, 1,566 HP. Are we gonna get the charge? We're gonna get the miss. Arkan's gonna be juking like Jagger here in the middle. Can we just get onto the Yashopti instead? Maybe kill some of the Yashopti Great Bows. Killing some of those models could be really important. 9 still left here. We can see Wavering is going to be the Bastiladon charging in the front here with the Chosen of the Gods. Oh, Krokgar is in. We do get a summon there of the Skeleton Warriors. Krokgar down to 490 HP. I don't know if we're going to get enough mana here for another Spirit Leech. It looks like we are going to be killing models though here. Lots of HP damage on the Yashopti. It looks like the Bastiladon Archaeotic is charging forward. We are breaking here on the Yashopti Great Bows in the back. This is a brilliant game here between these two. We still definitely have another Hand of the Gods, I'm pretty sure, on Arkan. Charge. Ooh, we get a nice hit there. Krokgar, can we get a cold-blooded out immediately? We need it. We need it. Arkan gets in with a cheeky stab and a half. Manticore, though, is going to be holding this together. Chosen of the Gods, they are crumbling. Negative 17. We do break there with Krokgar. The Skink, such a nice hit there from Arkan. Yeah, I think we got a little bit too ballsy there with Krokgar, unfortunately. We are rampaging. We are chasing the... They are going to become a negative 13, 800 HP. It's pretty close here. Yeah, he's really scrapping, carrying her in. Carrying got to be careful, though. We can see running away is going to be Krokgar. He's going to be, I think, just a titch faster. Can we get anything? Can we get this over here? Maybe? I don't know. If he comes back, though, we are going to have to try and turn and burn. Can we shoot and poison? Can we poison Arkan? If we can poison Arkan, no, it's going to be Army Officers. Damn! What a battle! What a battle! Aces, how are we doing? Please nerf lizards. Nah, I think this is alright. I think this is alright. Alrighty, so 1,160 there for Arkan the Black with 614 for the Tomb Prince. So 160, 200, 260 with 380, 250, 220, 200 and 230 for the Skeleton Spearmen. So nice stuff. 525 and 550 there for the Nekahara Horsemen with 1,024, 750, 620 there for the Skeleton Chariots with 40, 49, 1,500 and 1,500 for the Ushopti Great Bows. Yeah, very, very good stuff. Manticore was good. It did shut down some in the end there, but maybe a little bit too late. Not too sure. Crockguard there, 980 for him. I found him just a little bit from Hadrius. Like, Hadrius obviously played extremely well. Like, very scrappy, very well played. I just found him in the back there just a little bit. Just in and around the wrong places. Just fighting up against Skeleton Spearman too long. Yeah, but he did well otherwise. 128 there for the Skink Priest with 950, 1,000, 880 with, what's that, 680 and 700. So we've got 644 there for the Skink Cohort, the Cohort Zotek with 166, 146, 200 and also 170. 1,600 and 430 there for the Basilodon with the solar engine. Now, one thing you can do that I have seen, if you dropped all these chevrons, here on the bad boys, and you brought the Regiment of Renowned Saurus Warriors, the Spearmen, you can actually get the missile resistance here, 44% I think it's now 40% for the Basilodon, so you can actually negate a lot of the incoming damage from the Ushopti Great Bows, and you just plonk them on top of the Basilodons. It's a really, really nice tactic that I've seen that can do some nice work for sure. So that is also something to try and take into consideration. Yeah, it was a great game indeed. Great game indeed, for sure, for sure. So let's go LM versus TK. Yeah, some wonderful games today. Absolutely wonderful. So good that I have to save some. I have to save some for sure. Oxy is my pain. Yeah, Oxy is an absolute nuisance indeed. Wondering the logic of the Cheved up Saurus. Problems, just better to grab some more skinks. Yeah, agreed. I think maybe it's just a fight up against Tomb Guard. I would have thought. To fight against Tomb Guard. The faction preview on the website. Subpar ranged. What's this? Oxy is less than fun. I find it never hits. Yeah, I think it's a bit more of a shotgun effect. You just need to get it a bit closer, I think. So I do apologise. It's 2-0 here to Ice Power. I'm doing him a disservice here. So 2-0 to Ice Power. Yeah, going pretty strong here. He's playing certainly at the normal Ice Power levels that we would expect to see from him for sure. So it's going to be going on to Gorgazan as the next map. But yeah, I think I certainly think taking the Regiment of Renowned Saurus Spears with the missile resistance on top of the double not Arcosotex, on the double solar engines, it is quite nice. It is really, really nice. I would certainly advise it against what else? I'd also advise it against the Tomb Kings. It's pardon me. It's something I would I would advise for sure. Please nerf Skaven and Zinch. I would say for anybody that's wondering about like my advice for anybody here that's wondering about like Warhammer 3 and Domination, don't think about what you currently know in Warhammer 1 and Warhammer 2 and then apply that to Warhammer 3. That's just not how it's going to work. Everything's going to get changed from all of Warhammer 1 and Warhammer 2. It's going to get updated, it's going to get balanced, and then added into the game. So don't go, oh, you know, points win globes or this or that. It's going to be super, super powerful. Just wait to see how it is in the game. Domination is also going to change. The maps you currently see are built for the factions that we currently have, and you'll be getting more maps, big changes, and Mortal Empires will be a whole brand. It basically could be a brand new game on top of a brand new game. So think of it like that. Yep, for sure. And then also we're going to be having other factions coming in as well. I'm sure, you know, we'll be seeing all sorts of things. So, you know, just be ready for all of that. I'll do Skaven Wood Elves. Ah, coming in with the Skaven. Issue can be with the Skaven. Well, the Wood Elves does counter a lot of the plays, but I think Beastmen here could be a nice pick. I think we're definitely going to see a Beastmen pick here. If you go Beastmen, I just don't think you can go Skaven. It's going to be Beastmen Wood Elves, which I think, you know, favors the Beastmen. You can do nice stuff with Wood Elves. Don't get me wrong. But you know, nice things can be done with the Beastmen for sure. Yeah, I think that is just one Beastman away from being a pretty sad story. Let's see what we get here. I'll go OP Goats. Yeah, this seems to be the one. USA getting battered by Canada. Oh, well, football-wise, CJ. If it's football-wise, I would expect Canada to beat USA. If it is the Fußballer. Das Fußball. Is it football? Ah, it's the World Cup qualifiers. Yeah. Who's in their group? Yeah, Canada, US, Mexico, Panama, Costa Rica, Jamaica, El Salvador, and Honduras. So Honduras had they had like this. They had a Premier League player on point, I'm pretty sure. Costa Rica has also done well in the past as well. Costa Rica could beat England in the Brazil World Cup. Beat them, was it 2-1 or 1-0, something like that? Oh no, I think it was 2-0 they won actually. They won 2-0. It was pretty tragic. I actually watched that game in Brazil and it made me real sad face. Yeah, I'd expect the ones to go through Canada. No, probably Mexico, US probably is what I would expect. But Canada, it was what I would have expected. But Canada do have some strong players. They do have some strong players for sure. Obviously, US do have some strong players as well that played the Prem, etc. But yeah. Well, Roger, how's your short bid league doing? Good. Yeah, we just finished season 4. Battle of the Furies. Battle of the Furies. All right. The classic rat versus goat standoff. Indeed. Yeah, this is pretty tough for the Skaven in my experience. They lost 2-0, 95th minute goal as well. Ah, damn. Yeah. So that's a sucky one. Yeah, but yeah, season 4 just finished, Mr. CJDJ. Yeah, season 4 just finished. We got next week, I believe, probably on the weekend. We'll be having on the 5th or 6th. We'll be having the Shortbeard tournament, which will be there for the new player tournament, which will be quite nice to kind of finish off season 4 of the Shortbeards. And then we'll be returning in the in the new game for Season 5, which will be really cool. And then we'll be returning for Season 7 of Battlemania, which, super hyped for. Super hyped. Big prizes, big fun, big names. What more can you ask for? What more can you ask for? So, from the Skaven, double mutant rat ogres. Yeah, very nice indeed. Now, these bad boys do not have terror. Also, these ones do have terror. Right, it's the hero one that doesn't have terror, which always surprises me. The hero one that doesn't have terror. But these ones do have terror with Frenzy. Okay, so in the middle here, the double poison wind globadiers with the Council Guard Storm Vermin. Yeah, very good. Unbreakable, of course, with Guardian. Clan right here dotted throughout the front line in with Skaven Slave Spears as well. There's a whole lot of spears. Here with the Chieftain. I think it's the Chieftain on a Bonebreaker, I believe, that does not have terror. Yeah, so the Chieftain on this thing doesn't cause terror, apparently. Don't really understand it. But Shield of Distraction, Frenzy. This only causes fear. But it has a buckload of armor pierce. But how does this thing not cause terror? I mean, look at those hands. Look at those hands. How does this thing not cause terror? I don't know. Anyway, we are going to have the Assassin, backed up by Lord Skrolk, with the Liber Barbonicus, as well as the Rod of Corruption, Sage Ground, Pestilence Breath, Vermintide, and Frenzy. So Assassin as well here with Concealment Bombs, Assassin's Trophy, Rival High Talisman, and Slippery. Very strong. This bad boy also has Guardian, I believe, the Chieftain, so I'm surprised we're not going to be seeing that. Yeah, quite surprised indeed. Anything else to speak of? No, just a unit of the Ikit's Zap cannons. So, for the Beastmen. Goreheads, mixing with Ungles, yeah, pretty wide front line, double Tuskor Chariots. Don't normally bring Chariots in this matchup for me. I feel like they're just big targets to get deleted. I think normally just a bucket load of Centaurs is the way to go, but that's my personal opinion. Ungle Raiders here in the back, don't normally bring too many of those either. We are going to see a bunch of Chaos Warhounds here, quite a few of those here alongside Morga the Shadowgave. I don't really know if Morga's all that necessary, really, but Stave Ruinous Corruption, the Spirit Essence of Chaos, I guess he can't get sniped, but it means you bring Double Manticore in, Brave Shaman of Beasts on the floor, Transformation of Kudon, and the Wildson's Wild Form. Yeah, pretty good, can't complain. I just want to normally go super wide here on the infantry, go uber wide with Centaurs and just get mass around. Spirit Leech Caster is, just Brave Shaman there with Spirit Leech, Gorbal with Torox, and then, you just go with whatever else you want, really. I don't really bring too much else. Someone did make me bring the Eye of Morbili one time. A meme and a half, but there we go. Hey, Prophet Oreo, how are you? Sorry, my friend, I haven't been able to catch up with you in a while. How are you? Hope you're doing very well. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend, you and your other half. Don't know if you're streaming today, but I hope it's going well. How's it going? It's going very well, thank you, man. It's going very well. Yeah, I had 2 big streams the last 2 days. We had the big Tizu and his stream yesterday. Some nice big prizes. Even Star winning the day over Dr. Jellyfish. And big third prize came in for the green one. And then on Friday we had the final of the Battlemania, which is my tournament. Yeah, we had the final there with the winner being the green one. Yeah, the green one took away a copy of Total War Warhammer 3, which was quite nice. So we are going to be in Game 3 here. Ice Power going up against Hadri's. This is going to be the Gold to Masters event, which is going to be the top end of Ents ladder. Either myself or Human Boy, or maybe even Murph comes in as well, and he does some. The 3 of us normally rotate on the casting, and just do the bronze and silver, and then do the gold through Masters. But yeah, these boys here, there's going to be some top games indeed. All right, all set. Good luck. Have fun. This is a build indeed. This is a tight box. It's gonna be tough to break in for sure. And then you can get maximum usage here out of the assassin. This is where the Eye of Morbili would do quite nicely. Just throwing crap into the middle here, into the meat grinder. Double mass mutant ratty boys. Indeed. So Bonewar, do answer me this question. How does the chieftain on a Bonebreaker not cause terror? How does he not cause terror? I want to know. How does he not cause terror? I don't understand. Or doesn't have immune to psychology. He can get terror routed. It really annoys me, the fact that he can get terror routed. And I don't even like playing Skaven, but he can get terror routed. It makes no sense. This is why I don't bring Tuskors, for this exact reason. At least in my experience, of course, Ice Power is a better player than I am, but as it goes, he practices far much more than I do. But yeah, I just don't bring Tuskors in this matchup for myself personally, just because I feel like Centaurs are way harder to take down. Like just one unit of artillery has blasted a Tuskor here. Still 3 models. Ultimately surprised here. Still 3 models. I don't know how this is going on here, but yeah, certainly one model there was getting trashed on quite a bit. But yeah, they're going to stand strong. Those Tuskors are certainly tanky. But yes. Yeah, it can also be quite nice with the Ikitsu cannon. This bad boy can shoot anything here, give that plus 10 seconds for those abilities. Can be quite nice. Now going to be shooting onto the second Tuskor. This is why actually moving it through the blind side, you can see this here. This is now having to rotate in the middle with the Zap cannon, so you can do a lot of damage here, but the Tuskor is certainly negating how much damage is coming through. But one in the back there, it looks like we are going to shoot all 3 down line. Oh, damn! Negative 37, leader shield, 1,950 HP. That is a bonk and a half. That was a, yeah, damn, that hurt. That hurt to watch. Someone in the front here, looks like someone's going to push out here towards the Ungors. Looks like here we are going to get some big shots on the top here. And, one of the top Skaven players in the game here with Hadri's as well. So if you can see anybody win this matchup, it's certainly going to be him. In the back, Plague Monk's going to be charging. These absolute fanaticals are going to be just charging in the back here up against the Ungol Raiders, just doing the big burly damage. These things are just the definition of glass cannon, but absolute and utter decimation here in the front. They will rip apart Ungol Raiders in no time at all. In the middle here, you see Clanrat Spears holding off the Ungors. Rival High Talisman activated. Negative 40 melee attack here in a group. And now we're going to be kind of grouping here on the Ferromanticores. Doing some lovely work indeed. You can see the Bone Breakers moving in here with the Mutant Ratogers doing the big deeds indeed. Rampage and Manticores, these bad boys are not happy. I think this here was a bit of an accidental blob mistake. We are going to see Manticores falling here quite big. In the back here, Chaos Warhounds are going to be collapsing, breaking here in the back on the Skaven Slaves. Terror routes coming out of the Manticores. So Skaven Slaves just going to be going left, right, absolutely all over the place. We need the Great Uniter. I don't know where he is here in the middle. We should be able to have... This action should be giving leadership buffs as well, but where is Skrull? Rod of Corruption here in the middle. I'm sure for Lord Skrull has been activated. Yeah, Rod of Corruption does an absurd amount of damage here in a 40-meter radius, and maybe also might be able to see here the Liber Barbonicus as well. It's a bit of an overpowered Spirit Lich, I believe. They can really bonk on the front door. But terrifying here for the Tentacles. Manticores getting shot, 360 no-scoped here by the Ikit Zip Cannon. And you can see just Skaven Slaves and Clan Rats and, dying by the thousands. Just droves of bodies here for these almighty hooved warriors to clamber all over them just to get into the Skaven pocket. But we do have a summon here of the Chaos Spawn. Certainly here relying on a bucket load of weapon strength. They do have poison as well, so they can get some debuffs in there. But no armor means they get shot and pulled apart pretty quickly here, even by cheap spears. But the Council Guard Storm Vermin, they're going to hold pretty strong and true. We're going to be seeing those getting in here, fighting up against the Chaos Spawn for sure. Double summons are going to be in now, so they're going to be in the big damage here in the middle. But I think the middle pocket should hold. Double Mutant Ratogers should do quite nicely. Shots here in the skies. We are going to try and hit the Manticore on the way out. That is going to be hit. That is a Shatter Form. That's going to be a break. That's going to be one leadership. We might see a return. We shall see. Only time will tell. In the back here, we are going to get a Terrifier on the Centaurs. Goreheads in the middle as well. Neither side known for their leadership prowess for sure. No scopes in the sky. Going to be trying to hit 750. Do we catch? We don't catch. Here in the middle though, Assassin is going strong. Slippery is going to be activated, fighting up against the Chaos Spawn. Skrulk in the middle, still be doing quite well. Council Guard Storm Vermin also holding. 50% physical resistance can help here in the pocket. In the middle, we are going to have the Chieftain. He's also still going pretty strong. Going to be 2,700 HP. Mutant Ratogers are finding their way a little bit out of the pocket, just a little bit. Someone in the back here. This is more than likely going to be a Clan Rat summon at this stage of the game. No, it's going to be a Manticore summon. Oh, right. So it's going to be a Manticore summon here coming in from the Beastmen. Bratian and Beast should be able to put that into good use. Where, though, is the question? So you can see the Warhounds here are going to be shooting off Skaven Slaves. We are going to be shooting over the top here. Now, where is it going to go? It looks like it's going to come attack here on top of the Chieftain. Chieftain is going to get terrified. Why this thing doesn't cause terror? No idea. But it's going to get terrified by a small little Manticore. This thing probably sizes it out by twice. It's absolute absurdity. But in the middle here, we do see Morgan the Shadowglaive. He's going to be now getting kind of bonked on here by the Mutant Ratogers. Moving in as well with Lord Skrulk. He'll be getting the Contaminated for negative 10 as well. And he actually has pretty good armor piercing values, but, Morga cares for no AP, as this man just rolls dirty with 75% missile resistance. In the middle, we do Shatter here with the something. The Brave Shaman and the Beast. Okay, so no more Manticores coming in here for Ice Power. You can see in the middle here, Ungol Raiders just, they're very happy in the back here, just kind of shooting in, doing all the dirty work. The Skaven could do with getting a summon out here, but it's going to be quite difficult here. Not sure what sort of mana we're talking about. Brave Shaman is just all over the place. This man has no idea where to go. It's going to be just dead rats everywhere. In the middle here, the Zamzak Cannon, I believe, is still ready to go. Now it's going to be breaking here from Terra for the summon of the Manticore, but it is going to be orange, so we are going to see that thing fall pretty soon. The Chieftain does break. And it looks like here we are going to get the Rod of Corruption activated. 40 meters of just huge damage is just so nice to have here on a Lord. Lord Skrull, not massively tanky, but this man can certainly do some good work. So here we go, Clan Rat summon here up against the Ungol Raiders. Balance of power here is pretty close. These two are fighting to a very strong degree indeed. We are going to see the Council Guard Storm Vermin, 764 HP. 29 models, still going strong. They could do some good work here up against Morgan. Morgan down to 1.1 himself. And that is going to be a full there for the Ferromanticore. Morga breaks. We are going to charge in here as Ungors, so they're not going to hold for long. In the back here, we do have some Ungor Raiders. Stay away here from the summon, and we should be okay. In the back, though, we are going to be clearing up. The Chaos Warhounds need to be careful. That Chieftain does have fear, so we could break those pretty quickly if we're not careful. Assassin in the middle. We need to chase off Morga the Shadowgave. Council Guards are going to be in chase. It's looking pretty bleak here for the Beastmen. The OP Hooves, looks like they're going to be clearing up the backside here of the Poison Wing Globes. Centaur's going to be doing the good old work. Here at the shrine of the altar of the Mork or Gork, depending on who you'd rather, we are going to have the Ungors moving back into the middle. They'll be able to clear up maybe some Skaven Slave Spears in the back here, do the good juicy work, and stop some reinforcements coming here to help the Skaven. So Morgan is going to be regenning here whilst we are doing the dreaded chase. And an assassin could be using his ability here, Slippery, shortly to get that extra speed bonus. But we are going to be back up against Morga. Now we do have Assassin's Trophy. That could be used here when we do get nice and close. Well, that should be able to help quite nicely. He's going to get a nice hit in from behind, 480 health here for Morga. Morga's still going to be regenning as he cackles away here. He's going to be running away, knowing all the good juicy work he's done up against the Skaven. Skaven slaves here are getting charged down by the dreaded Centaurs. These bad boys certainly do some good work indeed. Now these do need to keep up. If they don't keep up, we are going to see the mobility side of things here in from the Beastmen do quite well. Now if Morga drops, it's looking pretty bleak. Morga isn't going to drop. 178 for him. Negative oh my god, how's this man not shattered? Negative 25, 28 leadership, but he's going to be regenning, so we should see a return from him. We are going to see Ungors fighting here up against the Assassin. Splash damage will be activated for some beautiful damage here up against this pocket of infantry. Shots here into the Clan Rat Spears. 25 armor. It's not going to be enough here to negate a lot of the Ungor spear pressure. And watch balance of power start going back here towards the Beastmen. The Shattered Bray Shaman is still on the battlefield. He's actually gone back up to negative 14 leadership, which is interesting. And the forces are charging away, but it's going to be tough here. It's going to be tough because the thing is, Morga will return. The man will come back here to the battlefield. We can see in the back here, Warhounds chasing off the Skaven Slave Spears. That's a good cleanup from the Beastmen, and this is ultimately unfortunate here. This could, unfortunately, bring a win for the Beastmen, just because Morga's not shattered. And they have to chase him. Because if they don't chase him, he's going to regen to a point that he will come back. So, negative 8 leadership there. Are we going to see any sort of negatives on the... So, exhaustion, negative 6. Negative 74. Negative 3 from Friends Routhing, which will be the Ungor Raiders. These should get encouraged by Lord Nearby, but no, this can be Friends Routhing. So, it looks like here we are going to get some cycle charging in. Just continuously out and in and out and in. We are going to be chasing in the back here with all of these bad boys as well. So we are obeying the attack rules, but of course the Skaven is going to be chasing. Now being that one comes back, the second comes back as well. We're going to be regenerating just on the edge there. That's 500 health coming in and more here. We can get anywhere up to, let's have a little look at the regen stats. Regen stats here, 2,100. So we can be anywhere up to about 2,600 worth of health here if we play this correctly. The Centaurs doing their best just to cycle charge and keep the Skaven force back. It's got to be ultimately so irritating. My bad luck is legend. It's exactly where I was about to say. This is where you see the most unfortunate luck here coming in for the Skaven. Yeah, nothing you can do. He's going to be wavering though. That's probably going to be because the Ungor Raiders are broken. Exhaustion, flanks exposed, enemy stronger and faster. Negative 12. Damn, yeah. Assassin's trying to come in. Yeah, that's about what I expected. We could turn and fight here with the Council Guard. They should be back the Gore Herds, but they don't. Do they really want to fight? Yeah, maybe. War fights are close. We've got to keep this force tight together. This game says it's going to fight up against the Gore Herds. We need to take this fight here now. Yeah, we are going to allow Morga to regen. That is so unfortunate, because that probably will mean the win. I mean, we do have Assassin's Trophy, Rod of Corruption, and I don't know how many abilities here we get. How many do we get with the Liber? Oh, so we get 3 and 2 for the Liber Veronica, so I don't think we're going to expect any more. A Rod of Corruption might come in. We do break there with the Gore Herds. Warhounds should get finished off. Stand your ground activated. That's leadership, melee defense. Is really going to help for Clan Rats quite nicely. Centaurs, they are going to charge into a pretty hard place. Here we go, Rod of Corruption. Last one has been activated. That's going to be big damage here Big damage. Big damage. Centaurs want none of that. They want none of that. Now stay with your Skavens. Stay with your slaves. Stay with your slaves. Stay with your slaves. Please stay. Please stay. Please stay. These need to come back. If these just go off the edge of the battlefield, it's looking pretty dire. Oh, it's Army-Nossos for the Beastmen! Oh, it's Army-Nossos for the Beastmen. Is that Army-Nossos for the Beastmen? Was that for the Beastmen? That look like Army-Nossos for the Beastmen. I think that's Army-Nossos. Yes, it was Army-Nossos for the Beastmen. Damn! Damn. Well, I thought he might be able to put out of the pocket with more good rechaining in the background, but no, I thought there was enough damage there on the infantry in the back to finish it off. Oh, good work indeed. Good work indeed. Damn, what an absolutely scrappy game here between Ice Power and Hadri's. Damn. 500 there for Morgan the Shadow gave, with 34 there for the Brave Shaman and the Beasts. 78, 190, 200, and 450 there for the Ungors, with 450 and 240 there for the Gore Herds. 680, 520, and 930 there for the Ungor Raiders, with 800, 400, 500 for the Centaurs. 0 and 32 for the Tuscal Chariots. That's why I think they're a bit of a risk, but, you know, everyone to their own. With also here 190 and 226 kills, 517 there for the Chaos Warhounds. 233 and 274 there for the Ferromanticores. So 1,600 for Lord Skrog, definitely MVP here for sure. 1.3 there for the Assassin. 624 for the Chieftain, with 1,050 and 570 for the Mutant Rat Ogre. So 165, 57 with 81, 144 and 68 there for the Skaven Slave Spears, with 157, 207, 420, 140 and 180 for the Clan Rats, with 916 in for the Council Guard Storm Vermin. 400 and 118 kills for 800 there for the Poison Wing Globadiers, with 1,800 from the Zap Zap Cannons. Yeah, very strong. GG, super close. Yeah, silly cows indeed, Bowmore. Silly cows indeed. Did you? I don't know. Like Gorbals, Taurox, apparently not as scary as a little Manticore. Yeah, I know. Hey! It is the Muckaluck. How are you, my friend? Welcome. The silly cows get bent over in quite a rare win. Quite a rare win indeed. Rare win indeed. Don't often see those ones for sure. And quite a nice one, actually. Quite a nice one. Don't often see the big bad boys doing all the good stuff. Yeah, very nice. So, let's get it on the doors. Scores on the doors. There's going to be 2-1 here for Icepower. Going into Game 4. Super close ones here today for sure. I mean, we've seen some excellent battles here from Cal Harmon, Icepower, Tretch, and also here with Hadri's. It's been a great day here for brilliant battles in these finals. So we're definitely going to have to grab that replay. That replay was too good not to cast. 100%. We're having the good old cows versus the Skaven. Yeah, very good stuff indeed. Very good stuff. It is the Mucklaka. How are we doing, champ? How are we doing well today? Hope you're having a great day indeed. Hope everybody's having a brilliant evening. If you are, please do feel free to, of course, smash that like button. And feel free to subscribe as well. It really does help here on the channel. We are going to be in the final here for the Ents Ladder Gold to Masters. And I believe there's going to be one more week coming in before the Winter Finals. Why don't Centaurs beat Council Guard? Next map. Let me have a look. Prague. Yes, do feel free to go here support, and if you, if Bowmore would be so kind as to leave a little link here for the for the Ents Ladder Discord. So if you guys do want to come play some Ents Ladders, get involved in this kind of thing, do feel free to come join up on the Discord there. You can join, you know, Bowmore, myself, and all of these guys here that play, and come do some regular battles here on the Enticity ladder. It's a nice way to jump on, play in a best of 3 with rules, good maps, rather than just the quick battles. You know, there's going to be proper rules, so you can't, you know, for example, you know, just draw kite or corner camp. You know, you just won't get away with that here. So you're going to find some proper competitive games here, which would be quite nice. Brilliant indeed. Although the left side of my left eye is swollen and in pain. I don't know what you've done, Muckluck. That doesn't sound good. Oh, something didn't know. Shia LaBeouf cast Total War Warhammer. I don't know if you're referring that to me or if you actually mean he is casting, but alright. I mean, he's super famous, so I'll take it if it is me. Alright, so let's have a look here. But yeah, I'll go beasts. Alright, so it looks like it's going to be Beastman against Empire on the Prague. But yeah, sorry to hear that you're in pain, my friend. Sorry to hear you're in pain. Oh, so it's pretty damn even here between Hadri's and Ice Power. Pretty damn even indeed. Big support on both sides. I'm interested to know what people think about this matchup, actually. What they think it favours. Does it really favour the Empire or the Beastmen? Why? That'd be quite interesting for me to know at this stage. Alright. Ice Power is ready. I'll go Empire. 0 got build OP. I think Hadri's just going to have to throw it in. He's going to have to throw it in the towel. It's just not worth it. Just not worth it. Alrighty. Right, should be ready here. I think this is going to be an interesting one. And it's like... oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, looks like Beastmen are going to take the lead roughly. I'm interested to know what you guys think. Like, why you think it's powered on one side or why you think it's kind of like roughly even. I think there's a couple of matchups that actually are not Beastmen favoured. Like, I think Dark Elves is pretty Dark Elf favoured. Vampire Counts is pretty Vampire Count favoured against the Beastmen. A lot of people go Empire, a lot of people go Vampire Pirates as well. Outside of that, pretty tough. I think Dowie can be a pretty tough matchup as well. I think the Beastmen can have a lot of tough matchups. I think the Beastmen can have a lot of tough matchups. Should be interesting to see what the big Who's can do, though. But I believe, actually, because Ice Power has already made the final, I believe the big Hadri's will be making it. I believe, if that's correct, Mr. Bowmore. I believe he will be making it through to the grand finale of the winter finals. Praying for Black Lions. Ooh, maybe. Yeah, the big chariot boys with the nice armor-piercing guns can certainly do quite nicely here. 334 armor piercing weapon strength, I think, is what they got on the table. They can thump. They can thump. Only problem is Centigores. Yeah, 3 war wagons and Volky could be doing. Does Volkmar not just die to Taurox? Does Taurox just not bend over Volkmar? I assume he must. I assume. Assume he must just bend over Volkmar, I assume. Alright, Ice Power's ready. The big old Hadries. Let's see what he's got. See what he's got on the cards. See what the man, the myth, the legend can do. Yeah, one gold left for me. But I have manticores. I mean, it's true, it's true. Manticores certainly are very strong. They certainly are very strong. I mean, he could have manticores as well. His just might be summoned, to be fair. I've seen a lot more of manticore summoning with the big old Volkmar. Yeah, looks like it is going to be the dreaded Volkmar Doom Cheese. Yeah, so here we are going to have the double manticores, of course. Here with 1, 2, 3 of the doggos, one being poison, 2 not. Here with the Razorgore Chariots. Big fan of the Razorgore Chariots is going to be Hadries. Here in the middle here with Goreherds, 1, 2, 3. Ungor Spearmen, quite a few of them, 4 indeed. Here with the Brace Shame of the Beast. Here with the Beastcaster. Here with the Jagged Dagger, as well as Transformation of Gadon and Flock of Doom. Here with Torox, the Brass Ball. Here the Brass Chunga's going to do quite well here with the Brass Body. And Slaughter's Call. Yeah, the Brass Chungas can certainly bring the big pain for sure. In the front, we are going to have 1 unit of the Huntsman. Just the one. Maybe to obey attacking rules? I sincerely hope not. Okay, we are going to have Empire Knights here, backed up by Spearmen, Sigmars, with more Halberds, Swordsmen, Halberds, and Empire Knights. War Wagons in the front, looks like 2 units, here backed up by the Amethyst Wizard. Just the Spirit Leech here with the Light Wizard in the sky with the Shem's Burning Gaze. Volkmar the Grim here with Soulfire and also Banishment with the Jade Griffin. Very strong. Fair enough, fair enough. I love Beastmen since before they were OP. I'm all about the Beastmen. Ooh, are you defecting from your vampire pirates, Mr. Muckluck? I know you were all about the vampirates at one point. You pirate boys, have they fallen out of fashion? Is that right, Mr. Muckluck? Mr. Muckalucka. Alright, so the old Ferromanticores in the sky. Let's get it on. Ooh, baby. Light Wizard, absolutely no net of Amator, but 1-5 speed, so we should be able to get away, but you know, chasing all day with 85 speed means no Shems. Oh, I do apologise. So Spirit Leech and Shem's Burning Gaze looks to be the tool target to take down Torox. The Brass Chungus. The Brass Chungus could be falling here. Quite strong indeed. Forward come the OP cows, or the OP, whatever you want to call them, the OP goats. Yep, Shem's here is going to hit, and a lot is going to miss. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4 missing there. The Ferromanticore can count himself lucky. He's going to get away with that. So it looks like it's going to be a Spirit Leech Kite here with the Bright Light Wizard going here with the Shems, trying to delete Manticores perhaps. Good luck, have fun from both sides. Love to see it. Huntsman here shooting the front here up against the Ungor Spearman. The Shield of Variety should be able to hold, but you can see here the shots are coming in on the flank of the Ungors, so those shields not going to be utilised too much. So it looks like we are going to move forward here with the War Wagons. War Wagons could do some good spread fire here up against the Razorgores, but Razorgore's going to move around to the left-hand side, maybe get in here as well. Shem's coming down the line. Shem's kind of hits, but misses quite a bit here as well on Torox. And so we are... Could we move back this infantry? Maybe? Possibly. No, it looks like we are going to get caught in there. Manticore's coming down to bully here up against Volkmar. That Manticore is going to be in, but we could charge forward here with the Spearman. We are going to get a hit or two now. Probably just get out with the Manticores. I don't know. He is getting bullied here, though, Volkmar. Volkmar is getting heavily bullied. In the back, Empire Knights charging up against the Razorgore Chariots. That should be a nice, good, heavy blocker here to stop these bad boys. But they are going to cycle charge through. And the Razorgores, yeah, they're going to be painful. So Manticore summon here for Hadrius. There's going to be 3 Manticores on the field. He maybe have 1 gold more here than his opponent, but those Manticores certainly do pay dividends. In the back, we are going to move here with War Wagons, getting these bad boys out of the battlefield. They're going to try and see if we can turn and burn here a little bit more. They do have the shoot and scoot ability here of fire whilst moving. But yes, I don't know if it's going to be enough here. Fair Manticores in the sky, so we are going to be dueling up against the age-old Light Wizard. Oh, that's a bit of a chunk there on the Light Wizard. That's certainly going to hurt there in the morning. So we are going to get a banishment in the back here, taking care of the Chaos Warhounds. Also going to come in with a cheeky terror route. Because Volkmar's nice and close. Fair enough. Volkmar is certainly terrifying. A man of a moustache of such prowess is certainly very, very scary indeed. Cycle charging in the front, we are going to have 3 of the Tuscars yet again, just all over these spearmen. These Empire State troops are certainly going to have a tough day of it for sure. British Army Beasts in the back here, the Flock of Doom, not that strong. I don't know if it used to be stronger, but you know, a lot of people, a lot of old school players still bring it, and I think it's just never worth the cost. But you know, we'll have to see. Torx in the middle, it's going to be getting absolutely thumped here. The Chungus is absorbing volleys here from the War Wagons. We need something in the back here to shut these bad boys down. Now, they do have 90 armor, but we need something. Because the Brass Chungus is taking some big boy damage. Big boy damage. Goreherd's moving through. These boys are now going to get out of here. The War Wagons, not super fast, but, you know, 50 speed is enough here. 42 for the Goreherds. You know, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Manticore's coming after Volkmar. Volkmar, of course, does have the Jade Griffin, so we can kill. But the dreaded man himself, you know, can struggle under Manticore pressure. Looks like here we do have the Halberdiers fighting up against the Ferromanticores. Certainly where they want to be seen. We are going to see the Shems charging up against Taurox. In the sky here, the Light Wizard, probably not worth going after. He's got half health. If we do get a summon of the Manticore, I don't know, maybe charge after the War Wagons. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. The War Wagon's going to be firing here up against the Razor Gores. A lot of the Empire force is going to get deleted here. It looks like we do get onto the Metheus Wizard. And a nice charge off here with the Brave Shaman, the big boy. Although that is a lot of Empire Spearmen around him. That is a lot of Empire Spearmen. He's going to get on. The Metheus Wizard is going to take a big bonk from the Brave Shaman. But it's going to be a caster fight here. In the middle here, oh, that's going to be a nice Soulfire, or a Grand Soulfire, I should say. But the Manticore is in, he's going to punch through up against Volkmar. Volkmar is pretty weak. Could we get the Brass Chungus in here, maybe? Could we order a nice big brass chair? I think that certainly could be on the cards. In fact, the Manticore charges down up against the Empire Knights. Enough weapon strength to definitely delete models. Shems does hit here on Taurox. It's going to hurt for sure. Brave Shaman, we are going to get away here. I'm sure we'll see the Metheus Wizard return. Charging in the back here, Volkmar the Grim, this might be the key opportunity to snipe him. Getting rid of terror on the battlefield can be quite nice. War Wagons here are actually going to be getting compromised by the Razor Gore Chariots. A last final Manticore summon here coming in from the Beastmen. Could we get that down here on Volkmar? It could be good. We can see here shooting away against the Manticores. Maybe get up against the Huntsman. This is a tough one. We do shatter there with the Razor Gores. Taurox, everything's wavering, so I think Taurox is dead. Yeah, Taurox died, which is a bit of a shame. So Taurox is going to die, and that's going to waver absolutely everything here on the battlefield, which is a bit of a shame. But we are going to be in here with the Manticore. He's going to be fighting up against Volkmar. Volkmar is going to be taking the big bad damage, for sure. Razor Gore is going to be cycling all over the front here of the infantry lines. Halberd's going to be breaking. Can we get in here and do the good work as well? I believe they cause fear, actually, as well. They do cause fear. In the back, Banishment here, going to be charging down. It's actually going to do I mean, it's actually going on the Goreherd, but I think it caught a lot of, maybe it caught some Huntsmen as well. Actually, maybe not, maybe not. But looks like the Brave Shaman of the Beast. Yeah, get a good old juicy charge in there. Push out those Huntsmen. Show them his boss. In the middle, we are going to be fighting. It looks like here it's going to be a Flock of Doom catching a lot of the infantry. Cycle charging through. This is really great work here coming in from the man, the myth, the legend. Manticore Simon is going to be butchering here on Volkmar the Grim. Shems Burning is going to be catching on the Manticore. Oh! Using the 5Ds of Dodgeball coming out there for the Manticore. He's going to be moving in quite nicely, getting the good duck and the good duck and movement there in the back. On the front, we are going to get the Razor Gore Chariot. Still getting shot here by these just War Wagons. They're just so annoying to deal with. There's nothing to really shut them down here, but if we kill Volkmar, I don't really think it matters all that much. We do get the Dreaded Legion of the State Troop Infantry pushing through. But yeah, this Manticore is gonna despawn here. We should be able to charge it with this one and finish off Volkmar. Volkmar kind of has nowhere to call home. We do see a bunch of spearmen charging after the War Wagons. They're going to be kind of expelling ammunition as well, which is important. It is important. Get these doggos chasing off the halberds. Get these off the map ASAP. Huntsman as well. Yeah, get on top of those, please. -14. That's going to be a break there for the doggos. What is this going to be here? The Ungol Spearmen are going to be falling here to the pressure of the war wagons. We do break there with the Razor Gores. They do actually get terrified. The Manticore breaks. The rest are going to be in. Volkmar is stupidly low. You can see here the Brave Shaman of Beast is going to be battering on the Light Wizard. I don't know if we go. The Brave Shaman is going berserk. God damn it. This boy absolutely slam dunked on the face of the Light Wizard there. JC. What we can see here, we're cycling through the front here. Razor Gore should be able to do some good, juicy work. There's going to be some wizard on wizard action here. It's going to come down to the fate. We are going to have 35 going on top of 28, up against 25 on 30. So we should be able to win here with the Brave Shaman pretty comfortably. 300 weapon strength going up against 310. And if we find combat enough here, we should be able to get maybe some Flock of Dooms in here, deal with some of these Spearmen, cycle charging with the Razor Gores. Shem's Burning Gaze, yeah, there's something missed there. We are going to be having the Light Wizard. He's got some health left, not a huge amount. Shooting in, a lot of the range there misses coming in from the Huntsman. And now we get back in here with the War Wagons. The War Wagons will finish off the day, unfortunately. Yeah, War Wagons are just so annoying to stop. Brave Shaman has taken some damage. Where is Volkmar, though? Volkmar's just going to be regenning in the back. That man took so much damage, but unfortunately here, with the Tuskles going down, that will more than likely spring army losses. We just wanted to play bumper cars. I love it. I love it. GG's well played. GG's well played. What a game. What a game. Hey, Peter R. Great job casting. Thanks for the good entertainment. No problem, Peter. Hope you really had a great day today. Hope you really enjoyed all of the casting from the final. Good old patch of hooligans. Yes, yes. Muckluck gets it. Muckluck gets it. I love it. The 5Ds of Dodgeball coming out there for the Manticore. He's certainly been watching. So that's going to be Twat here for the big ice power. Lovely jubbly. We'll go in here and we'll certainly we'll deal with that in a minute. So let's pop on here with this. We're going to say GG's well played to ice power. So 147 kills, 1.6k there for Volkmar, 323 there for the Ambitious Wizard with 840 there for the Light Wizard. 180, 220, 115, 240, and 300 for the Spim. 480 there for the Sigmar Sons, with 180 for the Swordsman. 400, 600, 450, and 530 there for the Halberds, with 900 here for the Huntsman. 300, 650 for the Empire Knights, 1.1, and 1.5 for the War Wagons. So 330 there for Taurox, 368 there for the Brave Shaman, with 150 there for the Ungol Spearherds, with 170, 420, 140 for the Ungol Spearherds. Goreheads, 670, 630, 420. 970, 1100, and 830 for the Razor Gores, 128, 28, 83 for the Chaos Warhounds, 1.1 and 1.3 there for the Ferret Manticores. GG's well played, lads. Thanks for the awesome series. Thanks for the awesome series for both of these guys. It was an absolute pleasure to cast. See these guys. These guys are just talking about Fruit Wars being silly. So, I think GG's, hey Bowmore, hey, sorry Bowmore, hey Parkerilla, how you doing, man? Welcome. GG's really good set of games this evening. Yeah, really good set of games, really good set of games indeed. It was nice to have Hadri's and Ice Power on together. GG's, man, some close ones. Yeah, GG's well played. Yeah, some really close games. Yeah, coming out there with a clutch victory with 3-1 there for Ice Power. Ah, then I may get my revenge. Yes, revengeance, apparently. Yes, but we'll get some revengeance. But yeah, GG's well played. GG's well played to these guys. So let's finish this off. So Beastmen coming in pretty hard there. With that. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Can't argue with that. Okay, war wagons and halberds can be posted for Raptor. Raptor might enjoy it. See you around, lads. Yeah, take care, Iceman. Take care, Hadrius. Thank you very much for the games, boys. Guys, I'm going to say thank you very much for tonight. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, of course, do smash that like button. Of course, feel free to subscribe as well. Really does help here on the channel, both of those things. Of course, do join there on Enticity's ladder if you want to have some more games here with Fruit Rules. Up until the end of Warhammer 2, and on the 17th of February, we will be kicking off with Warhammer 3. And I'm sure more ladder stuff, more rules, more replays, and many more tournaments. So, take care of yourselves. I'm going to go have my dinner at 11 o'clock at night. So, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for some more content. See you there. No problem, Hadrius. You take care of yourself, bro. You take care of yourself. Thank you very much for playing, man. Absolute legend.